What is up, everybody? It's your boy, the liberal loudmouth. All right, I'm a little bit behind. My bad. I was rewriting the rules. I waited till the last minute. Be mad at me. It's okay. Let me tag everybody at everyone. Okay, we are live. Will be a short live, probably. And all right, somebody sent me something. They also dislike Christine. Oh. Anyway, what's up, guys? What is up? Still nobody is here. That's okay. It's Fuck It Friday. We'll do it. It's probably going to be a short show. That's okay. It's okay. Let me actually go around and share this shit, I guess. If that's what I'm supposed to do. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and I'll just do a quick video real quick. What's up, TikTok? We are live right now. If you want to come and check out this show, just click on the flashing icon. If you see that, that means I'm live. We'll see you in there. Peace. All right. TikTok? We are live. And there'll be like 10 people that see that. Good morning, Bunny. Good morning. And forgive me, I am a little bit late. I was trying to rewrite some rules. I think I'm going to do a series of videos for rules for my show. That way nobody bitches about getting dropped. Liberal loudmouth. Liberal loudmouth is live. Come debate with us. Yeah. I'll just keep it simple. All 10 people will see it. It's crazy how, like, you put so much time and effort into a video on TikTok and then like 12 people see it. And then the ones that you just kind of throw together last minute, no real purpose, stupid shit. And it's got like, 10, 20,000 fucking views. Whatever, TikTok. Pushing bullshit and repressing good stuff. Although some people's good stuff gets out there. Thank goodness. All right, what do we got? 8 people. All right, if we could get you guys to keep tapping, let's tap that in. If you have any, like, MAGA friends or, liberal friends, especially, like, neoliberal friends that are Hillary Clinton supporters, share this out. I don't mind arguing with liberals. If you are a Gavin Newsom supporter, get up here so I can browbeat you into submission, okay? I didn't think you were going live today. Yeah, I wasn't going to, but I was going to be traveling this morning, but I couldn't sleep last night. Ended up over on Laura's live because I said so. It's like because.I.said.so. There was a bunch of drama going on over there, and I mean I wasn't part of it, thank God, but. Well, the teleportation, I slept for like 3.5 hours, so I'm like running off of nothing, and I'm like, I don't want to drive right now, so I'll just leave in the morning. Well, what's up, John? Yeah, no, it's, I was like, hey, if I get in the middle of somebody else's drama and just be quiet and not even add anything to it, makes me feel better because I know it's not about me. Is that sad? I feel like that's sad and shitty. I don't know. Sounds like it'll be a fun day. Yeah, I may fall asleep in the middle of the fucking show, y'all. I mean, I don't know. I'm usually in bed like 9 o'clock. 11 o'clock rolled around. I was just tossing and turning. I couldn't sleep. So, Olive had invited me on. I seen her live, and she was up on somebody else's panel. Turned into a kind of a crazy deal. Anyway, let me check my guest. See if anybody's requested up. Yeah, we got some weird things going on. Like Rand Paul is trying to push this like ERISA healthcare shit. These federal ERISA plans where you negotiate from a federal standpoint, from state to state. Acting like, oh, I've got the solution to it. You just create a bunch of more little smaller things and negotiate that way. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. If the goal, Rand Paul came out and he said, let me I had it pulled up here. Let's see. Guy's an idiot. I mean, I generally like him. You know, he seems more genuine than the rest of them, but this one was just weird. The title of this, here, let me pull it up. It says, let me get this up here. Yeah, Rand Paul, Republicans shouldn't cave on Obamacare subsidies. I have another plan. And so he puts this dumbass, he's got this Health Marketplace for All Act. So he's wanting to like create these little like groups where like if you're a gig worker or whatever, you can get with other people on a marketplace for negotiating power. And it's like he believes that negotiation ability is going to be what's going to allow everything to be cheaper. It's like, dude, what do you think universal health care is, you fucking idiot? That's one of the main reasons that you would want that, because then you've got more people on one policy and your ability to negotiate goes way the fuck up. If you got 300 million people on one policy as opposed to, you know, whatever the average amount is for an insurance policy. Divine says, tap it out, peeps. I agree. What's up, John? How are you?
Good, mate. How are you going?
Oh, pretty good.
3 hours sleep's never good.
No.
Must have been an interesting live.
It was. I couldn't stop, man. It was like fucking 2:30 in the morning when it ended, but it was just, I don't know. It's like, it's not me.
Exactly. It's sort of like watching you're like at the speedway watching a crash. You're like, oh, well, you know, I'm in the audience here.
I wasn't the one in the car. Thank God for that. I get to watch it. I don't have to participate in it.
That's funny.
I wonder if that's why like soap operas are so popular, because it allows people to like engage in everybody else's bullshit and, you know, and it not be your own.
Theirs.
Right. I mean,
I think that's true. Rand Paul's a cunt.
Oh, a fever dream. Thank you. Yeah, no, he like. Have you seen the plan or heard that before? Like this plan for these little, you know, negotiating.
I just saw your summary of it, and your assessment was absolutely correct, because, of course, the biggest form of a downward competition you can put on the private health insurance industry is universal healthcare. And I know that because we have the proof here in Australia. 70% of people use the universal healthcare system here. 30% of people have the private option on top of that. Everyone, 100% of people have access to the universal healthcare system. So if someone who has private health insurance here who pays that extra for the luxury services, and it's mainly
like concierge type shit. Yeah,
correct. Your own room in the you don't have to be in a ward with other people. You get your own room in a private hospital, more like a hotel, you know, all that sort of stuff. And that 30% of people, if they have a car accident, they're somewhere where they need to be taken to a public hospital, they immediately get help because they're part of the universal healthcare system. But because 70% of people get free healthcare, or rather healthcare paid by 2% of their taxation, which equates for most people to be a couple of $1,000 over the year.
Right.
So, you know, which is $40 a week.
As opposed to right now, I mean, $9,000 a year just for the fucking premiums for the last health insurance plan that I saw, and I'm declining it because I can't afford that.
That's cash, and then you got the gap, right? It's fucked, right? And then you got gaps, and then you got all the and of course what happens is that with 70% of the people here not in the market for private health insurance because they get it free, the private health insurance companies have to compete against the free option. So their prices are pushed to be very competitive because they only get that 30% when those prices are competitive. Because if the prices go up too much, people say, "I'll just take the free option. I don't lose out. I'll just check out of the public bonus. You know, sorry, from the private level. I'll go back to the public level. It won't be as luxurious, but I don't miss out.
Right.
So that
you still get
forces
something
competition.
better than
That's
nothing.
right. Well, and the something is substantial. Okay, I've got an operation that I've got to have in early next year, and that operation is a day surgery. It's costing me nothing. Okay, I've had probably 5 consults so far leading up to it. They all cost nothing. Okay, I've had two.
Here's the way the U.S. is working, because I watched this video of this lady, and this is why I decided to go ahead and cash pay, because she was calling around for this MRI in the fucking range of MRIs, telling them it's cash pay. It was $1,700 on the top end, $209 on the low end. $200 is, I mean, because guys, I paid more than that out of pocket with fucking insurance.
Yeah, me too. Can I? Somebody said thanks, Obama. I want to thank Obama because I didn't have health care before the ACA went through.
There you go.
My life is being threatened right now. And the Democrats are fighting for my life. And anybody that wants to blame the Democrats for for people not eating right now, the president was demanded by a judge to open up SNAP, and he is declining. He is appealing it.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of scumbag do you have to be to
he has the power
have to be
to
forced?
Release the contingency funds, and he's refusing.
Gay libs.
Well, yes, you are up on the panel now, and now you're gone. That's interesting. Hey, man, good luck with that. Tell everybody. Maybe you'll find your partner soon. I hope. Good luck. What the fuck? Fucking trolls. It's too early for that shit, guys. We have fascists to take over, and this guy's talking about gay libs.
All right.
Whatever. Resistant. No, you're absolutely right, and that's a great point, because like it really takes some kind of scumbucket to be that way. To have to be forced to do it.
So the Democrats are fighting for my health care. What are the Republicans trying to conserve? It seems like they really want
power.
that $4 trillion for the wealthy tax cuts.
Yeah, they're trying to conserve power
on the back of my health care.
And see, I will concede one issue with conservatives, but they don't make this point in good faith, though. They don't actually believe it. It's just a talking point for them that the health insurance companies are a fucking problem. They are a huge problem. These health insurance companies should not exist, in my opinion.
I agree. I'd love to have universal health care.
Yes, and that was to me, that was the greatest downfall of the ACA. What it did was good. It created a framework. Had they started fixing the shit, moving and tweaking it, of course, we never got to that point, because every time you turn around, they would remove, for example, the funding mechanism, and then turn around and complain, oh my God, it's costing us money. Well, it wouldn't have had you not removed the funding mechanism, which was the tax, where you would get a tax penalty at the end of the year if you didn't have health insurance.
Correct. They were trying to undermine it from the beginning.
That's right. And then complain about it costing money. It's like, well, dude, you're the reason it's costing money. What are you bitching about? You did it. You did that. But, of course they don't give a shit. But, I mean, to their point, to conservatives' points, I agree. These health insurance companies are fucked. But it's interesting how they will simp for billionaires until it doesn't work in an argument with a liberal, and then they'll be opposed to billionaires, even though they voted for one. It's weird. Right?
Oh, absolutely. It's weird. It's insanity, because the realization is we pay more in the United States than other countries do, and they have full universal health care.
Yeah, right. You pay double to us. You pay 18% of GDP. We pay 9%.
Right, because we already
pay more for health care, and we get less.
We already pay enough for everybody to have health care. We already pay enough. Simple as that. We would pay less by providing it to everybody, but instead we pay more and restrict it from people. It's like
and
the ass backwards fucking
would do better.
Twilight
Corporations would do better.
Yep. Absolutely. Now, we got a couple new people in here, or a few new people. DJ, what's up? How are you?
Good morning.
Good
I've
morning.
missed you. I've been busy. You've been like on times that I couldn't come on. And
Well, damn me. Get your shit together, Lib.
What's up with that? You're supposed to be on my time, damn it.
I know, right? We got things coming. We're working on some shit. So
okay, good.
We're gonna stick it to the man, right? That's what we do here. We're gonna stick it to the man.
We better, damn it.
I'll be right back, but I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. So I just got up, of course. Well, but I saw a post about who is that guy that he made this stupid comment about his mother-in-law and Medicare or something. I can't remember, Medicaid or something. I can't remember payment, but they're having vouchers for pennies on the dollar of the tariff vouchers. Did you guys see something about that?
No, I have not heard anything about it.
Yeah, something about I don't know, that they could buy or they could get refunds. There's possible refunds or whatever. And that guy, do you remember the guy that I'm talking about? He made a comment about his mother-in-law. If she didn't get a payment or something, that she wouldn't be mad or she wouldn't be upset.
Because he's a millionaire and he would just pay for it.
Howard Lutnick.
Yes, he's buying these vouchers, pennies on the dollar, I guess. So, yeah, I have no idea what that's about. I literally just saw that as soon as I opened TikTok. It was the first post I saw. And I'm like, what the hell?
Howard Lutnick, tariff vouchers?
Yeah, something about tariff vouchers, because I guess the tariffs are in front of the Supreme Court right now, or about to be.
Yes, I was listening to the arguments. They just listened to arguments yesterday about it being a tax. That tariffs are a tax on the consumer. And guess what? The government said yes, the consumers are paying this. Like 80%
it is a tax.
It's a tax.
I'm glad they caught up. Right? Like, yeah, the country's known that shit. Thank you for catching up and telling your fucking people. Like, Jesus. But I don't know, but what the fuck that's about, these vouchers, and he's buying them pennies on the dollar. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I don't know.
I can send you the post. I can go on.
Okay.
I'll send you the post real quick. Hold on.
Redirect tariff revenue generated to sustain SNAP. This was yesterday. Oh, that was for WIC.
Yeah, the judge came out and said that the contingency money for SNAP needs to be released, and the government is appealing it.
Yeah, it's
you own people starving in this country. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and here's the thing: they could pass a standalone bill to fund it. Wouldn't even take very long for them to do that. They could do that in a day.
Yeah, they need tax cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's it's about making people suffer, I guess. That's the only
I mean,
thing
that is
think.
it, right? The cruelty is like literally the purpose. Like,
well, and it was in Project 2025. The goal is to get what they want, and I don't know how you do it unless you make people suffer, is to get to 100 million people in the United States.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? You take away their health care, you take away their food, you incarcerate them if you're homeless. I mean, I don't know how, we're in some ugly times.
Ugly.
Yeah, we really are.
Well, did you see Steve Bannon in the last, I think, 24 hours? I'm on different time to you guys. Come out and say that if they don't take control of the midterms, they're going to go to jail.
Yep. Because they're breaking the law.
Right, and
he said, "Yeah, we gotta remove the filibuster because, if they win, that we're going to jail." I've got that video somewhere. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. It's like,
he also said that we've got to basically take institutional control of everything, which is fascism.
Right. I mean, and
that's he loves fascism.
That's why my theory is that they may actually want that shit to just keep going in perpetuity, because eventually they'll have to grant power to Here it is. Here it is. Let me pull it up. They'll have to grant all the power to the president for continuity of government. Now I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's, I mean, it's not crazy to think about given what these people are willing to do. All right, here we go. In case you haven't seen it.
Tell you right now, as God is my witness, if we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included. They're not going to stop.
Imagine standing there in front of a bunch of people and saying, "I've broken the law, and I will go to prison." Yeah. And you will go to prison because you broke the law. I mean, it's what he's saying. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting more and more and more radical. And we have to counter that. And what do we have to counter it with? We have to counter it with more action, more intense action, more urgency.
More suffering.
Daylight. If you look across every aspect of this, we have to codify what President Trump has done by executive order, right? We have to codify it.
Oh, let's clap for
and people
this.
Say, well, they're just
I can't. This guy's he keeps repeating himself. He's a fucking idiot. That guy. I mean, these are dangerous people, though. Let's be very clear about that. These are very dangerous people.
Yeah. Liv, I just sent you the that video about the vouchers on the live
chat. Okay, let me pull that up here. Bondurant.
It's a major scandal.
I love that name. Is it just me or Bondurant? I don't know. It gives me.
It rolls off your tongue very easily.
Yeah, it gives me. God, what's that show with the vampires? True Blood. Gives me True Blood vibes.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Yes.
Breaking that nobody's talking about. The Supreme Court's currently weighing in on the legality of Trump's tariffs, which will be overturned. This administration and the federal government mailed out letters to all these businesses stating that you may have a potential tariff refund coming. And it's something that people can sell. And can you guess who has been buying up all of these vouchers for pennies on the dollar? That's right. Howard Lutnick and his sons from Cantor Fitzgerald have been buying up these vouchers for months. Guys, we are talking hundreds of billions of dollars stolen from the American people. Ultimately, that business passed that tariff on to us. And people aren't talking enough of how much of a transfer of wealth this administration has been. The largest in recorded history. And after the first day of deliberations over the legality of these tariffs, if you can't see the writing on the wall and that they're going to overturn Trump being able to do the tariffs because he has no legal precedent, this isn't an emergency at all. Howard Lutnick, his children, and this administration stand to make hundreds of billions of dollars. Stop the steal.
Okay, so I need to fact check that though, because if he said that he's been doing it for months, I wasn't aware that they had created that or had sent any of those out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The one that used to live.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you notice, he didn't put any news article up there.
Right, you're right.
So,
and I had just woke up, so.
TikTok is so bad about that. I'm just want to point out for everybody, I don't take that as gospel. This is TikTok.
Sorry, y'all. My bad.
No, you're good. It's good to know that that's going around so we can then look into it because, let's not, because CNN like a day ago said tariff refunds are now a very real possibility, which this is not saying that, they've existed. So if he's been buying them for months, like, why? And who the fuck is going to sell it to him anyway? If they're supposed to send those rebates out, why in the fuck would somebody sell it? They can cash it and get it. Like, I got my refund check. Yeah, I'm going to build me a ballroom. I want to play. I want to play with a bunch of balls, different colored balls.
Ballroom.
Yeah, I'll find the gold one. Whoever finds the gold one gets $100 bill. It's in there buried somewhere. That's what Trump is probably going to fucking do. The ballroom shit.
Did you?
What's that?
I was gonna say, did you see Mandami's transition cabinet?
Yeah, all women.
Transition team, all women.
I bet that pissed somebody off.
Right, including that woman who was heading up the Commerce Department. Thank you. Who was
she's a master.
Right.
Or mistress,
She's a
we should
weapon.
say.
She's a weapon, an absolute weapon.
And
he
needs to, at the end of it, he needs to go to the camera and be like, "In Cuomo, see, this is how you work with women without groping them or saying degrading things to them. You see how that works?"
Oh, and also all the Islamophobes who want to say that Muslims don't put women in power, whatever.
Right. That's
right.
that's
Sharia
pretty clever.
law.
I didn't even think about it that way, but that's actually a really good way to rebut them. But look at this shit. ADL creates anti-Semitism tip line focused on Mamdani. But it's not all bad news because look at this. Anti-Semitism task force severs ties with the Heritage Foundation. So if you get a group of Zionists going after the Heritage Foundation, that's not good for them. That is not good for them.
Oh no, I feel so bad for them.
We see what they're able to do and capable of doing. So if be afraid, be very, very afraid.
Be very
Heritage
afraid.
Foundation. And what does that mean for Trump? You know what I mean? Because he's supporting the people that support the Heritage Foundation, and if there's a rift there, where do you go?
Do you mean there's a tear in the family chain?
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
somebody
Liv,
has a
we
heart.
got breaking news.
Oh God.
I put it in the, it's an AP News article.
Okay.
I'll tell you about it while you grab it. It's in the stories for the upcoming live area if you want to bring it up.
Sure.
So basically, you know how the court ordered Trump to pay those SNAP benefits? He has now put in appeals to stop the court order.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Somebody had just brought. No. I haven't pulled up an article about it, but it was mentioned. Yeah, Trump administration seeks to halt SNAP food aid payments after a court order. Like it really makes what kind of scumbag are you? That's really bad. Like
a billionaire scumbag.
You're trying to make me feed people.
Took the talking point.
You're trying to make me
from
feed people. Fuck you. I'm not going to feed anybody.
He took the pressure off the Democrats by doing that because the pressure on the Democrats is people were going to blame the Democrats for starving people. But now he took all that pressure off the Democrats. He just took ownership of it.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the contingency fund isn't there. The contingency, it's been spent. They don't have the money to send it out.
And all while they're doing Great Gatsby gatherings and $1 million dinners, these people are just.
How much it costs for all of ICE, what they're doing.
Yeah. Or hell, his bathroom. How many people would his bathroom have fed? The remodel with the marble. It's more like and Abraham Lincoln. Toilet. It's like, dude,
you think they use real gold on his toilet?
When did Abraham Lincoln go and marbleize everything, dude? I don't know that he did. Am I wrong there? I'm not sure, but I can't imagine he would have cared about that. Jeez.
Well, the biggest kicker about ICE is all of MAGA is bitching about when Joe Biden tried to do student debt relief. Why does ICE get their student loans?
And healthcare. Did you healthcare too? I think.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I'm like,
and signing bonus, and they don't even need experience. What?
And they're still getting paid during the shutdown.
Critical thinking.
Yeah.
We don't need any
but
of
our
those things.
but our air traffic controllers aren't getting paid during the shutdown.
Yeah, right.
You got to take care of those
diploma.
white supremacists that are behind those masks.
A brain.
ICE are all Proud Boys.
I know.
Oh no, yeah, they're white supremacists. There's no question.
Straight up.
Well, there's already been a bunch fired because they don't meet qualifications. They just hired them and sent them to the training, and then halfway through training, they drop out.
Yeah, but in the new Trump force,
and I don't know if that was a schmug test or what test they were trying to take, but 200 of them failed the test, and I don't even know what the test is, but they're not very bright, and it probably had something to do with the Constitution or something to do with, having to understand the rights of the people, and they couldn't pass it.
Wow.
Well, I saw a post.
Open book test, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And they failed.
A lot of people out there. There's people in Congress who can't pass it.
Can't pass
it.
I think I missed something.
I bet Trump couldn't pass it.
They gave you a test.
Oh, I know that.
And then they let you vote.
Now, John, you've been trying to say something.
She says it was very
Yeah.
much like this famous.
Wait, who's playing? Is that,
I don't know.
That may be me. Hold on. I'm okay. It's me. I was like, who the
I
fuck
thought it
is
was turned
that?
in meditation hour.
Like,
the meditation
what
hour with liberal loudmouth.
It's like I can't find it. I mute everybody and it keeps playing. Mossad.
He's gonna break
It's
into
Mossad.
You're gonna break into a yoga. You're gonna break into a yoga pose.
So the people that are joining
if you guys
ICE.
want a real giggle, if you guys want a real giggle, go look at the transcripts of the DC sandwich thrower case. So one of my favorite TikTokers is Reb for the rebrand. But this other girl got to it before Reb did. So Reb reads, she's a lawyer who reads transcripts that are really funny. If y'all don't know her, it's a good giggle to release some stress.
No, somebody posted
this other
it
TikToker
in the
got
Discord.
To it first. I put it in there. Yeah.
Was that
and
you
that
that put?
I could. Yeah, I said you could. In there, he was quoted as saying, "I could smell the onions and the mustard. I felt it through my vest."
He said, and I quote, exploded all over my chest. And when somebody posted this in my Discord, I had to write this little story. I said, quote, exploded all over my chest, he said as his eyes looked up, recalling the memory vividly. Quote, he was wearing short shorts with a beat shirt. His legs were showing and he was very excited, Larimore recounted. When it exploded all over my chest, I was in shock, Larimore shifted in his seat. What choice did I have but to give chase and place my body on top of his? Part 2 will be revealed in the next episode of Grinder Tales.
You missed though. He looked up as he looked up to look at it. Who exploded? Who made it explode? He ran away.
The other funny part about that
I'm
is
done.
in court,
I'm getting out of
they
here.
had a picture of the sandwich on the ground intact.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah.
He's like, how dare you give me all 12 inches?
He must have thought, how can I really make it sound absolutely the worst? Like, what an idiot.
Yeah, no. I gotta pull this up.
They recount in the transcript that he has a plushy sandwich, and in his lunchbox, the guy who was quote unquote assaulted has a picture of the guy who threw it at him with felony footlong written underneath it. The judge was like, how are you traumatized when you're making jokes every day about it?
Oh my god.
I can't get enough of this. It smelled of onions and mustard. And he certainly said this as serious as he could. I could smell the onions and mustard. It was very traumatizing.
All day for a week.
Judge, I don't like mustard.
My wife was licking me like, what the heck?
I mean, so he was not ended up not being charged for the record. I mean, come on, guys.
Right.
Is that like,
Not guilty.
Should the guy have thrown the sandwich? Of course not. But I mean, geez, that's wild because he was facing 5+ years or something for the charge.
I saw this morning that he got a not guilty. So that was what was on TV.
Well, I thought it was a grand jury that didn't
indict him.
Right.
Oh, no, they dropped it to so they tried for a felony and the judge threw it out. And then they tried for a misdemeanor, which it doesn't need a grand jury. So this is from a trial. A real
Oh, it wasn't it did make it to
and
trial.
He got not guilty.
The fact that it made it to trial, I mean, come on.
How would you like to be on that jury? Like, what in the world?
Oh my god!
Like, how would you stop from laughing, right? Like,
but he said
I would have to be the smart ass to be like, is it really 12 inches though? Because we know Subway had some problems with that.
Like, yeah, when they take those pictures, we know they've got all the angles.
Look at their cookie. Their cookie's not even 12 inches.
12, but it was like 6. These bastards.
First time in a long time, Subway's had good press.
Said every man on Bumble and Grindr.
Wow.
So to give you guys an idea, I was in the Army, and the amount of people that are in the Army that had to get a waiver. So the Army has the lowest threshold for you to like when you take your tests and stuff. It has the lowest score for you to be able to get into. Like other branches are harder to get into. And my drill sergeant, when I was at basic, had to get a waiver because he could not pass the test. They are
Shut
the
the fuck up.
lowest of the low.
And
And
ASVAB
ICE,
waiver?
these are people that
Say it
ICE
ain't
cannot,
so.
these are people that ICE could not, like, they couldn't get in the Army, so now they're ICE. And I'm
And
telling
you,
you,
but
like, it's,
I'm
yeah,
having
he
a
got,
hard time understanding why he was your fucking drill
oh my
sergeant.
God, tell me
Like, you
about it.
should have
And
been
then
Yeah.
his.
my mouth got me in so much trouble because I scored very high on that test.
Uh,
And I'm looking at you and I'm just like, I am way smarter than you. And you're telling me what to do and this isn't working. I was not meant for the Army. That was
I
like the
can
worst
see, I
idea in
can
the
see your
world.
eyes doing that.
That's another reason I never wanted to go, because I just wouldn't be able to stand somebody telling me what to do constantly all day long.
Oh God, no, it was
Fuck that.
terrible. It was
I just, my
You should come into the Air
personality.
Force. We have better food.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Oh
got
yeah.
news for you. County government is the same way. You have a lot of people in very high places who know next to nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's freaking
Yeah. Oh,
ridiculous.
and I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but we unalived another boat, and Senate Republicans voted down legislation to limit Trump's ability to attack Venezuela.
Fucking
So
stupid.
we're gonna give him the ability to attack Venezuela. He's going to say, I don't want to fund people to be able to eat. I don't want you guys to be able to afford your health insurance. What the fuck is going on, guys?
Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. That's the Trump administration logo, I guess, this year.
And you know,
Happy Thanksgiving. No, you can't.
For the record, Thanksgiving
Watch me eat my turkey.
Thanksgiving has been my favorite holiday, just because I like to eat and I like hanging out with family, and so you get to do
Right.
both, and you're not obligated to like buy presents, right?
Yeah.
So I've
yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
loved Thanksgiving. I ain't doing a fucking thing. I'm not going to buy a single fucking thing for this Thanksgiving. I'm not buying a single fucking thing for Christmas either. It's just not
Right.
happening.
Yeah, I've canceled
I'm
Christmas.
checking
I already
the
told
fuck
my
out of
kids.
this. Like, you know, and besides, you know, Thanksgiving is like a slap in the face to my people any fucking way. So,
Right.
you know, I mean, it was. Of course, I never really cared about that. It was just about eating. Give me an
Yeah,
excuse
and-
to overeat, and I'll take it.
Right.
I'll be out back.
Right.
You know, can I have some more?
Christmas this year. Christmas this year, we're thinking about just doing everybody making a gift and only doing it for one person. You know, like we choose out of the hat or whatever.
Games and stuff that we usually play, but we're not going to. The rules are, all gifts have to either be bought at a thrift store or made. That's our rules.
Yeah.
I
Maybe,
love
yeah.
that idea.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So
But I
I
like the thrift store one too.
And
I don't
let me.
understand.
I just real quick want to play this video because it really epitomizes the country at this moment. Let me pull this up here. It's unrelated. Forgive me, but
speaking about.
I just saw
I know
this
what you're talking
For
about.
nearly 150 years,
I just want
Eli
to
Lilly,
point
been
to
investing in
Donald
America.
Trump after
We've been
this
advancing
happens.
science and creating high-value
Donald
jobs.
Trump and RFK.
But
Watch
today,
for
we... Are you okay?
What the?
Gordon, you okay?
Like, do I look okay, motherfucker? God damn it.
Now watch. So he does.
No. So look at Trump. He's looking down at this guy like,
RFK
this is
just
my
ran out of the room.
presidency. This is my presidency. He's like, this is what America looks like right now. Crazy shit, y'all. It reminds me of the kid on the bike. Yay, we're beating the libs. Wall.
Who was that that fainted?
The Health and Human Services guy ran out of the room so fast.
He's
Oh
like,
my
I'm
God.
not a
He's probably
doctor.
like, I'm
Don't
contagious.
look at me.
Don't give
It
me
was
that.
like someone from one of the
Can you
medical
imagine?
companies that
Oh.
fainted, I believe, wasn't it? Like one of the
Yes. Let's see.
Wegovy or whatever people.
It was the announcement for
Um,
Ozempic, and they were saying that if you buy it on Trump
Trump.
drugs or whatever it is, you can get it between $35 and $150.
Shut the fuck up.
My friend on ACA right now gets it for $50 a month.
Wait,
So I
what
don't
is
know
it?
what Trump's
Gets
bragging
what?
about.
The Wegovy
Ozempic.
stuff or Ozempic, yeah, that stuff.
For $350 a
I
month?
get it
For 50.
Nice.
50 a month. I get one injection of Ozempic, the 1.34 milligram one, the large one, for $6.78, which is basically
Wow.
which is basically $4 American.
Wow.
See,
That's a month, huh?
guys,
Can
like,
you imagine
No, that's
the
every.
last thing you see is Trump staring over you?
Well,
Like, that's not how I want to go.
You know.
in the picture that I have in my box right now, they have lifted the guy who fainted. They lifted his legs up, I guess, to keep the circulation going. You know, the blood flow from his legs to his heart. But just Trump standing there like a doofus in the still photo is my favorite.
it's like, hey,
Like
offer the
the
guy a
leader of the
Cheeto.
free world.
Makes me feel better. Cheeto. You want a Cheeto?
like his normal stance, and then he's got his head completely down, looking like, you motherfucker, how dare you? Stand up.
If you look at
Stand
that
up.
photo
Hi.
too, you
Here's
can
another
see
one
he
where
has really bad edema in his hand, in his right hand. Trump does. If you look at the photo
Ooh.
closely, it's swollen up like a balloon.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing good health wise. I'd seen videos
he's on
about,
blood thinners.
potential like some kind of device for heart stuff. I don't know what that's all about, but I don't know. If he's alive, he's going to destroy everything. So, I mean, please, Donald, keep eating Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And
Just
McDonald's every day.
Enjoy it. Tastes good, man. I agree.
Tastes good.
Just
we'll help pay for it.
Do you
Cheetos and
think
Diet
anything's
Coke.
gonna get better if we have
and
president
KFC.
eyeliner?
No.
No.
It'll
No.
probably be worse. It'll probably be worse
I don't.
because it won't be as obvious the things that he
Right.
does.
Yeah.
Because JD Vance
Yeah.
is so much more clever, I think, than Trump
Conniving.
is. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
not as charismatic though, so that also people
Yeah.
aren't going to latch
I
on
just
to
don't
him
think-
like
Right. He won't keep the same following, I don't believe.
nope. No. Not at all.
When Oz was talking at that press conference, and Oz is like, obesity is related to, not derangement. What's the word I'm looking for? Cognitive.
Alzheimer's.
What?
Cognitive decline.
Alzheimer's.
No, yeah. Well, it's like Alzheimer's, like
Dementia.
Dementia.
Obesity is related
Thank
to
you.
Trump
That was the
syndrome.
word. Dementia. So there's a picture of Trump slumped in his chair, half asleep, and Oz is going, yeah, obesity is a contributor to dementia. It's like a great photo.
Yeah, and here this is a study from 2020 for the record. Obesity is associated with a higher risk for dementia, new study finds. Granted, we still don't know if eggs are good or bad for you. We still don't know if milk is good or bad for you. We just kind of go back and forth every 5 to 7 years. Yeah. You guys remember that when they you get all these competing studies? So
It's the same thing with sugar. It's all about who is paying the most money to our representatives.
Yeah. Well, we
That's
know
what it comes
sugar
down
is not good for you. In anything
Even though
other
I'm
than
addicted.
you're right. It is a huge problem.
Giving the money for the studies. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm not addicted, but I'm also in denial.
There you go.
As I'm eating my candy right now.
Right. Give me more.
Give me.
So my question is, what brought the guy down? What,
Yeah.
I think he maybe he just fainted because sometimes when you lock your knees and you're
Yeah, so
standing there for a
that's
while.
exactly what I was gonna say. I've done
Yeah.
that before, standing
Yeah, it's-
in parade rest.
Remember the comedian that woman? She just went wham on stage. You remember that? I mean, it happens. It happens. Even to healthy people, it can happen to. Because I mean, imagine he's in front of all those people. He knows his pictures get taken and all
It's
that.
because of Tylenol.
very-
It's definitely
It was definitely yeah. Yeah, it was
I thought
definitely
maybe it was because
it's the acetaminophen. Guys, the acetaminophen is definitely dangerous.
Cinnamon.
It's-
cinnamon.
It causes
Cinnamon.
acetaminophen causes covfefe. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but it does.
I like the person in the comment said Trump farted.
Oh my God.
That's been a running joke.
PT.
His diaper hasn't been changed.
He's like, "Woo." Everybody else there though is used to it. He was a new guy. He's like, man, don't worry. If you stay here often, you'll get used to it. He shit his diaper again. That's what happened.
It's pungent.
Talking about
What is that
Tylenol.
smell? Oh, that's Trump. Just
Where I
relieving stress.
I live near Amish people. and Mennonites. And you remember when he said that if you look at the Amish community, there's no autism? And he was trying to say that that's because they don't do vaccinations either. And it's like, there are so many autistic kids that I've seen that are Amish and Mennonite. They just don't get tested for it. They just...
Yeah.
Well, we can't
idiots.
really talk about that on here. TikTok doesn't like that either.
Oh, okay.
If you don't
Yeah.
test
So
for it,
you can say
you
a
don't
jab
have the
or
numbers.
a jab or a something else. You
Gotcha.
know what I mean?
Sorry.
Jab.
Or tism, the Tylenol
The
tism.
tism. Is the tism, my lord. That's what I
Bunny.
said when I bought 20 boxes of stuffing last night. People are looking at me stupidly. I'm like, I love this stuffing. Shut up. I can only get it right now.
I love stuffing.
That's true.
Like stovetop stuffing or whatever. I remember
No,
back
this
in
is
the day
Aldi's.
with the branding though. You see the
Or the
commercials,
Costco one.
but we always got the off brand. We were always
This is
sad.
Aldi's stuffing. Like, it's
I
really
like
good.
the sourdough stuffing.
Bunny, did you mean to come up? You were immediately teacupped when you did come up, so I didn't know if that was on purpose or not.
What does that mean?
Well, when she came up, she wasn't even looking at the app. She may have accidentally tapped in.
I'm new to all of this. Like, very new to live stuff like that.
Bunny, did you mean to come up?
She said in the chat she was just tapping.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah,
so
I
it's the
figured
Aldi-
Bunny does that from time to time. And thank you for tapping, by the way.
It's the
And if you're-
Aldi's brioche stuffing, the rosemary and garlic stuffing.
I do
the-
love
Oh, that
Aldi's.
sounds heavenly.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
I love
it's
Aldi's.
It's ridiculous.
When I was stationed in Germany, I learned about them and I've never looked back since. If there's one near me, I will drive 30 minutes to go to an Aldi's. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause-
curious, is there something on the West Coast that's equal to Aldi's? Because we don't have that out here. that
You
I
guys
know.
don't have Aldi's?
No.
West Coast? What part of the West
wait,
Coast?
we have them in
I'm in
California.
Northern
Audi.
California. Northern California.
It's Audi.
Aldi. California.
Audi.
Yeah,
Audi.
Southern California has them.
Aldi.
Aldi.
Audi.
Aldi.
Like,
Oh, give us a break, John.
ALDI.
We know we speak.
ALDI.
I'm from New York. I speak different.
Well, there are
California, Georgia.
there are
you
109
guys are
Aldis. There are 109
109.
Aldis in California, for the record.
Are there any in
wow.
Northern California? Like she was
well,
saying?
So I don't know.
I'm in Northern
okay.
Here, let me zoom in and I'll scroll through this list because I
Like,
don't
what
know
is your zip code? We
where
will
these
find it
cities
for
are.
you.
All right, so can you read those?
No.
And, okay.
No.
So I'll. Yeah. Okay. Here's
That's
what I'm going to
Southern
do.
California.
Go to
Altitude,
Aldi's.
Anaheim.
Just go to Aldi's website. They have a
Anaheim's
store
my
locator.
Okay, I'll
They have
look.
a store
Thank
locator.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, there's
Yeah.
109 of them. I could start reading them off, but I may end up with like 12 people in the comment section by the time I'm done. So we'll just hold that off for another time. When there's only 12 people in the comment section, then we can do it. But no, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that was going to say, there's an Aldi's in, like Ireland had Aldi's too. And I was so excited because I was trying to travel on the cheap. Like, I'm not trying to eat out every day because it's expensive. I was just happy, I was in Ireland. So I was like, I'm just going to go to Aldi's and get crackers and cheese. And like, and it's so cheap there. It's so much cheaper though for food there. It was pretty astounding.
Same here.
Now,
do you guys have?
It's owned by the brother of Trader Joe's. We have Trader
It is.
Joe's.
They're the same company.
Oh, Trader is good. Okay.
Do your Audis have special buys every week?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and they have seasonal products that you can only get. Like they have this like bread that it's like a fruit bread, and it's fucking amazing. And I can never find it because it's usually only there for about a week at a certain time during the season, and it's
You
just
got to
amazing.
join that group, Aldi's Isle of Shame.
Isle of Shame.
I'm not kidding. That's what they call it because of the aisle of the special buy things. But then you can ask people when it's going to be out, and people have got this stuff locked down. They'll be like, "Oh, it's going to be here on this day."
Yeah. That's a good idea.
That's pretty cool. That Trader Joe's is part of Aldi's. I mean
Yeah.
Aldi. How do you say it, John?
I don't know.
Aldi?
Aldi, whatever.
Aldi.
Audi.
John? Aldi.
Al.
Okay.
Like,
Aldi.
you know, like if you had just AL, it'd be Al, wouldn't it?
Al, yes.
Aldi's.
Yes.
Aldi's is what I call it.
Yeah,
Aldi.
but I mean,
It would be if it was
English is weird though. You can't,
Audi, because it's like, hey,
Yeah, if it
Al.
was just
Aldi
AL
or
and then
Aldi.
DI, it would be Al dies.
I mean, well, there's
Die.
okay, so there's
Got me. Yeah.
there's
I'll
a
die.
town. There's a town that I live near. It's Chili. How would you pronounce that?
Chile.
Yeah,
Chili.
it's Chili.
Okay,
Wow.
there's a town
It's
there's a town in Oklahoma. It's spelled Miami. How do you pronounce it?
Miami.
All right.
Miami.
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 Yeah, it's just-
And people that live there will correct you every fucking time. I guarantee it. Yeah, because I'm like, it's not Miami. What the fuck is wrong with you, everybody? It's Miami. It's
There's
Miami.
a city up in northern California. What is it? XYZX something.
Oh, that's not northern, is it? That's more southern, I thought.
No. That's like way up north. I think it's by the border of Oregon. Oh god, dang it! What is it? Yeah, XYZX something Y something.
No,
I don't even know.
there's a place that I've been to.
Northern California.
What's
That's
that
what?
article, Tim?
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw this, but 7 hours ago, multiple people fall ill after package delivered to Air Force One base. Multiple people fallen ill after opening a suspicious package delivered to base of operations for Air Force One. Spokesperson near the Capitol said the building the package was opened in was evacuated, and those taken ill were found to be in stable condition by medical staff. The package contained an unidentified white powder. CNN reports citing unnamed. I mean, that's what I would think. Sources familiar with an investigation, Airbase houses U.S. presidential plane and support craft. He probably sent it to himself and be like, look, the liberals are trying to get me.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, initial tests by hazmat team did not detect anything hazardous.
I would say sometimes a lot of those things are people who are just like hysterical. Like,
And
I mean, not to
freaking out,
downplay
like,
it. I would be the same way.
Anxiety can cause a lot of problems.
Like that would exactly what would be happening to me. I'd be like, I can't breathe. I can't
Yeah.
breathe.
Like, can I breathe? I don't know. Can I? Yeah.
It's definitely anthrax. No, that is
Am I-
powdered
am I having
sugar.
an issue?
It's powdered
Well,
sugar.
think about it, guys.
No, it's not.
Soldiers-
No, it's not.
Well, think about it, guys. The soldiers aren't getting paid right now. So what are you going to do? Go to sick call.
Oh hell yeah.
Ella, you know this.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's actually, I mean, mail in yourself powdered sugar. And then
I'm not saying they mailed it, but I'm saying like I would have taken a good out right there and have been like, I feel dizzy. I need to go home. I'm not getting paid.
Well, and aren't a lot of MAGA didn't Trump lose a lot of MAGA over the America First or something because he's like not America First and they're kind of realizing it?
a lot of
I
them
don't know.
are
I heard something
starting
like that.
to realize.
Well, because he sent $40 billion to Argentina.
Yeah.
I think the problem though is that the people who voted for Trump are the type of people who will never admit that they're wrong. Whereas like if somebody shows me something that I've done or I've said and it turned out to not be true, I'll totally take ownership of it. But I think that the people
how hard is it to say, oh, dang, my bad? You know what I mean? Like, my bad.
I literally had this discussion with someone. I was explaining to them all the things that are going on, all the things like him being on the Epstein list, everything. And every turn, this person was just like making excuses. So finally I just stopped and I said, okay, at what point will you say enough is enough? Like, where is the line for you? And they couldn't answer. And I'm like, see, like you're in a cult.
Yeah.
Like if you can't tell me where the line is that you're not going to cross, then
like I've lost so many family members. My cousin, like fucking, I grew up with this dude. He's a day younger than me. After Charlie Kirk, like, and he didn't even know the guy. Like he went off. Like what? Yes, I've lost so many.
Well, it's fake
members.
outrage too. A lot of that's just fake outrage.
Right.
Like, oh, we have an excuse to be mad again. It's like they have the presidency, the House, the Senate, and even our Supreme Court, and these people are just still pissed about everything.
I saw something that MAGA, the whole MAGA culture is based on fear and anger, and
grievance.
Anger comes from fear, right?
Yeah.
So they're just a bunch of scared people. Like completely terrified and just scared of everything, which makes sense, right? Because they're always loud and obnoxious about what they feel,
and they feel like everybody is out to get them. They're shitting on white people.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, a lot of shit gets attributed to white people, but there's a reason for that. I mean, it's a pretty valid reason.
Historically,
right. And maybe some of it isn't fair, but, it is what it is. Like
maybe a little bit of it, but I doubt it.
Yeah, so, and maybe they've interpreted that as just like, oh my God, they want to get rid of us.
What I find, I've been told I was a man-hater and I hate white people because I question things and I say that, if you were a white man, then you have privilege. And for some reason that's offensive to them to say that you have privilege. And like it's not taking away any hard work that you have. It's just saying that you had easier access. You didn't have the same barriers that someone else might have had. And they just can't, I don't understand the people I've talked to can't wrap their head around it.
Well, the reason for that is because the people generally, like your average everyday Joe, there's nothing that they can perceive in their life as being privileged, right? So they don't understand it. This is something they'll have to really think about, and a lot of them aren't thinkers. So they're not going to do a lot of self-reflection, which means they may never see that. And so when you say that, like in their mind, like it makes no sense because I haven't had any privilege, but they don't see it, and they're not going to think about it.
Because it's little things,
especially in the South.
Sorry, I was going to say they can't have it both ways, because the problem here is that their whole concept of giving Trump another term and undoing all these all the Bill of Rights amendments by just ignoring them is to go back to the first republic, the first 80 years, where the enslavers wrote the Constitution, right? And that was all about disenfranchising women, Native Americans, and of course 3/5 of a person if you're not white. All right, if you're a black person. So they want to return to that time and then say that they don't have privilege. That's the very fucking thing they want to assert, is to say we want to go back to the first republic, the first 80 years before Lincoln changed it.
Right.
Okay? And so you don't get to have it both fucking ways. Right, you're either elitist, you're elitist by definition because you want to go back to it, or you're not, and you acknowledge that those changes needed to happen, and what's more, we need to make more now instead of going back fucking 250 years.
Yeah.
Well, I've noticed, especially in the South, like the poor South, it's hard to explain to, and no offense, Tim, you're one of the good ones. But,
am I though?
When you
Some may disagree. Okay.
Some may disagree.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I was thinking it.
But I knew it. No.
When it comes to like the poor in the South, like, I was raised dirt floor poor, like, but when somebody's poor and you try to explain that they have privilege, it literally glitches their brain. I've seen it in real time in real life with friends of mine that they're like, well, we were on food stamps growing up. And I'm like, yeah, but when you entered the workforce, did you get the first job you applied for? Well, yeah, but okay then. Sit the fuck down.
How do we fix that though? Because like there have been studies where you can see, like if you have one person who has a more African American sounding name versus somebody who has a very white sounding name, everything's the same. They're always going to pick the white person first. Things like do we come up with a different word than privilege then?
I think so. Yeah, because the connotation there is, and especially in the context that it's used, is often negative. So if it's more of an educational type word, it may frame the whole conversation differently, even though at the end of the day, that's basically what it is. And privilege isn't a bad word, but it's not. I'm not sure it leads to fruitful discussions. You know what I mean?
Disprivilege for others.
Yeah, well,
I struggle with that. Like I struggle with people with that. It's like, to me, it's just common sense.
Well, the better term
is I've started reading Black AF history, and that's a real good book that I think every white person should read.
Yeah, I
because
have that
it's
book.
the unbleached truth. And I've started sending them, like my friends from back home in the South, I started sending them passages about it. And they're like, well, we never learned about this in school. And I'm like, but think about that for a second.
Oh,
Why
do you want to
didn't we
know?
learn that with where we grew up? Like, we were in the deep South. And it's really made a lot of them think. Like, they're not completely turned yet, but I think at least the door is open. That's just in my experience. Oh, Lisa, the book is called Black AF History. Literally the letters AF History. It's really good.
Yeah, like I think a new word is a good idea. I mean, if you guys want to throw some stuff out there, I know
Well,
John. I think you had something like your social status or social, position or what have you. I don't know.
Well, I was thinking white exclusion, because I mean that's what they do. It's white exclusion, because the whites are excluding others from participating. So that's a lot, because the problem with privilege is it denotes wealth. So if you've got a bunch of racist poor people who are wearing red hats, they go, well, I'm not privileged, I'm poor. Okay.
Right.
Whereas you go, well, you are white exclusionist. You are excluding people.
well, you know
And
what?
they can't.
I think
Oh,
that'll
sorry, go ahead.
cause. I think that'll cause the same defensiveness, though.
It's
But
just
but you know what?
Well,
Do you know what took it away completely? DEIA.
True. I mean, it's so DEI. Like one of the practices that was happening in one of the corporations that I know of, they basically set everybody down, including white people, to talk about their perspectives on that subject matter, right? Race relations, how they view other races, etc., to break that down. And it actually caused a lot of the people of color in the groups to understand better the position of the white person and be like, I never thought of it that way. So I think we're having a lot of miscommunication with this subject, and we're missing a lot of opportunities to have a really an understanding between each other. Like,
there's
what I
gotta. I mean,
mean?
have you seen the picture where it's showing these people standing at a fence? They're all trying to look over to see like a baseball game or something, and it's talking about what equality is versus like equity. It's so like one of them is like if everything is the same, you can't see the fence. The other one is I'm gonna give you this thing to stand on so you can see over the fence. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yes, one of the
I've seen
I'll
it.
try and find
It's
it. Let me
really
see if I can.
good.
Yeah, let
one
me
of
see if
the
I can
best
find it.
things I've seen
Oh,
is
real quick, Carrie. I don't know what that is.
one of the best things
Real
I've
quick.
seen is
Carrie, thank you for the $15. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. And sorry, go ahead.
one of the best things I've seen is this comparison to a race where everybody starts out at the same line, but then
Yes.
some people have to take steps back, some people
Yes.
get to take steps forward, and then you get to start the race after everybody's went through this list of things. And if you grew up in a house that you owned, if you grew up with two parents, if you grew up various things, various different things, and it really shows the inequity of things just by the space in between the individuals in
Right.
starting the race.
I've
Not
seen that.
not at the end of the race, but at the start of the race.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's
Yes.
it's actually a very good, representation of what's happening, and it's not even necessarily purposeful. It's not the person's fault. That's just the way the system
Right.
is currently. And it's not shitting on the person when you point it out. Here is, I think, the image that somebody was
Yes.
talking about.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yes.
who is that? Jesse shared that in my Discord, so pulled that up. Yeah, that's
Yes.
pretty
Thank
crazy.
you. That's what I was trying to say. Very poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, Lane, I appreciate you coming up, man. I actually know Lane. Lane is a conservative. Yeah, did you want to jump in on this, man? You're welcome to go ahead. I appreciate you not trying to, interrupt.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm white, so I don't see
I guess I don't understand the concept on how, white people are more privileged than, I guess you could say, person of color or a woman.
Well,
I'm trying to wrap my head around that concept.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, well, I'll
awesome,
give
though.
you.
That
But go
I think
ahead.
that's
Hang on,
awesome that
let me.
you're interested in it, though. I'd like to say that.
Right. Well, let me give you two phrases that might better convey it. One is a cultural head start. So we get a cultural head start, and we get inherited advantages. They're the two things that really happen.
What
We get
inherited advantages do we get, though?
Well, the woman below me mentioned one, which is when companies are looking at names, and especially when you've got AI systems that have bias towards various races, they look at names, and the names that sound white are more preferred in the ranking order of AI and also HR managers than names that are not white names, that are foreign names or names attributed generally to Black or Native Americans. Now that's just an obvious inherited advantage, right? And so you can either say, well, that's not happening. No, it doesn't. But the stats show it does, and sophisticated research shows that's happening badly, right? Or you say, well, that is happening, and that's an unfair, that's a cultural head start, an inherited advantage. That is, we get that advantage because we happen to be white. It wasn't because we had any merit. It wasn't because our names were more meritorious than the names of others. Now that's one example, but there's about, you could probably find 50 or 100 if you go through it, if you care to actually admit it and acknowledge it, right? And that's what I'm saying. So it's one thing to say, I don't see it because I haven't been shown what those things are. But I mean, there's an example. So do you go, well, yes, I stand corrected because I do know that that's a truism. In fact, that happens. And I could go and find the research that supports that, or do you just say it doesn't happen? No, that's wrong. I mean, you deny reality, stick your head in the sand. I mean, they're the choices.
Yeah, and I want to make clear that I think in a lot of those cases, it's not even on purpose. The person that's looking at that, is more likely going to be a white person, and they may even just because of its familiarity.
Familiarity. Right.
Exactly. And so it's not doesn't even necessarily mean that it was a purposeful thing. It's just this thing that happens. We're all human. And so, because of that, there are ways that you can kind of mitigate that to some degree. And I think it's important to look at that. And now, Divine, you said you wanted to go after John?
Yeah, so I just have a couple of examples. And Lane, I can DM you these examples if you want to see the articles after this discussion. I don't have them at my fingertips, sadly. So one example is in real estate. There was a study done by a African-American couple who was trying to sell their house and not getting any bids. What they then did is removed everything personal from the house, and they basically sanitized the entire house. And they found that once they removed their family photographs and their cultural icons that they have in the house, such as like art and things like that, like nothing obscene, just like regular art, they got so many thousands of dollars more in bids. They got double the bids, things like that. And I mean, I've personally been on hiring teams and watched people throw out resumes, and it was never anything blatantly racist, but when you look at all the resumes that were thrown away by this certain person, and I won't name the company because it was just that person, you could see that all the resumes that they kept were John Smith, Sally Jones, things like that. Nothing like, Malachi or things like that. Those were all in the trash. Oh, thank you. Lib is on it like always. But then again, Lane, I just wanted to leave you with this. There's a great book called Black AF History, and it's a lot of things that we were not taught in school. So when it comes to things like Black Wall Street, where they were prospering and were the equivalent of making millions today, because of racism, it got burned down. So how many people, generational wealth, did that affect? Those could have been the Vanderbilts. So I'll leave it there.
Yeah, thank you, Divine. Yeah, and those are great points. And somebody in the comments, it's absolutely on purpose, I think, in relation to what I'd said about the familiarity of names, in that a lot of times it's not. Sometimes it is on purpose. But we
Absolutely.
can't assume that, because I don't know what somebody's intent is, because there are a lot of instances where it is not on
It's
purpose.
an unconscious
It
bias.
is absolutely unconscious. And we know that's wrong, but if somebody doesn't realize they're doing it, that's not, the intention isn't there to be malicious, right? It just happens. So I think it's healthy to recognize that.
If you
and
look at the
acknowledge it.
justice system, I mean, it's really easy to see the disparity. You'll have two different people who do the same crime, and people of color will get way higher bail set for them if they get bail. When they're sentenced, if they're found guilty, they'll have way longer jail sentences than somebody who's white. I mean, look at Brock Turner, for God's sakes. Like all of these people, if they're white, they get a lot more leeway. There's a lot more grace given to them. You're not profiled. You're not like racially profiled as a white person.
Oh, in
Yeah.
juvenile hall, there's some cities or towns or whatever that have, of course, pay for play in the prison system or whatever,
Yeah.
juvenile detention, and they have 100% Black population in juvenile hall because of that. It's like, yeah, it's disgusting.
Well, I got a literal example I
Yeah,
just sent to
here.
you, Tim. So if you look at I just sent you a message. ProPublica.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same one you're looking at now. I don't think it is.
Well, this is the U.S. Sentencing Commission put this report together. Let me see what
Yep.
year this was. Just to make the point that I'm not sure who that was. It was
It was
Sam.
me, Ella.
Ella, yeah, thank you. 2023. So right here, it was looking at the differences, and it's easy to control for situations to pare it down to almost nearly exact cases. Sentencing differences continued to exist across demographic groups when examining all sentences imposed during the 5-year study period. Specifically, black males received sentences 13.4% longer, and Hispanic males received sentences 11.2% longer than white males. Hispanic females received sentences 27.8% longer than white females, while other race females received sentences 10% shorter. So it's.
Well, I mean, just this
Yeah,
week
it's-
there was another white Christian kid who pled no
Oh my God,
contest to a
yes.
rape charge where he almost decapitated the woman, and he was let go, no time.
Let go.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck up.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
this lane is the privilege, and like Brock Turner, there's 1,000 cases of white
There's 1,000
Christian
of
men.
Brock
I'm not saying that you're
Turners. Yeah.
Christian,
Yeah.
but
Now,
they get
Lane,
let go and released into society when they are convicted, and they plead no contest, which means
this is
they're
why
not
people
even
don't-
saying they're
Yeah.
innocent,
This is why we don't
and
report
they're
things.
let out.
yeah, Lane,
The-
a lot of people have said things to you. If you'd like to respond, you're welcome to
Yeah,
do so.
so on the kid that pleaded no contest was actually in Oklahoma. That was in my backyard. That's an insane story. He didn't almost decapitate the girl. He almost just choked her out unconscious. But doesn't make the situation any better. He deserved definitely to, in my humble opinion, be put to death. And that's my humble opinion. We might not agree on that, but he is the lowest level of human being possible. Preying and raping on 2 innocent girls is disgusting. And yeah, that happens a lot, and a lot of rapists get away. And our justice system is screwed up. I think everyone in this chat can agree.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
matter
for sure.
your skin color or black or background, the justice system in America is effed, and it has been for a really long time. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, if you were to look at it, though, I don't think you would be able to find me one example of a young black man that has raped someone that got away with it or got a slap on the wrist. I don't think you'll find that anywhere. Whereas we can find case after case after case of white people getting away with it. And it's solely because they are white.
I mean, look at Emmett Till. He got accused of it and had no trial, and God, that breaks my heart every time I think about it.
Yeah, mine too.
The article I sent you, Tim, from ProPublica.
Oh shit! I'm
showed
sorry.
that-
I forgot that you sent me that. Let me.
No,
that
you're
on,
right. You're right.
On TikTok, you sent it.
Yeah, on TikTok. That shows because they use AI now for sentencing, and that shows a massive disproportionate skewed, to punish black people at a much greater level for much lesser crimes, and the inverse is true, which is for much more serious crimes, white people are getting much less sentencing, and the figures are so bad that that report really shook the legal fraternity, and reading the whole thing, Tim's a bit hard, but there's some little bust out parts in the with some stats there in the story as you scroll through, and it gives you some number examples of just how skewed that is, which picked up on that justice report and sentencing, but I thought was much more egregious in the differences between the way white and black people were treated. Now, you can say the justice system's fuck lane, and that's true, especially with all the plea bargaining going. I mean, 99% of people never get to a trial, so it's always pled out, and so they cop a lot of people are copping punishments even if they're innocent.
Yes.
So it is fucked up, but it's fucked up in a way that disproportionately hurts minorities more than white people by some margin. And that is a cultural head start. That is an inherited advantage.
Yeah, this is crazy. This right here is. Let me try to pull this up here. So let me see if I can explain this here. Shouldn't be too difficult. Oh crap! When I zoomed in, I lost it. Let me go back up.
It is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, so the prediction fails differently for black defendants. So I'll read the little caption. Overall, North Point's assessment tool correctly predicts recidivism 61% of the time, but blacks are almost twice as likely as whites to be labeled a higher risk, but not actually reoffend. Makes the opposite mistake among whites. They're much more likely than blacks to be labeled lower risk, but go on to commit other crimes. So the statistic is when they're labeled as higher risk, but don't reoffend, for whites, that's 23.5%. For African Americans, it's 44.9%. And then labeled lower risk, yet did reoffend, whites is 47.7%, and black people are 28%. That's fucking wild.
Double.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. It is crazy.
And that's that unconscious bias, because
right.
I'm not sure that those people are like, well, he's black. We already know he's. I don't know that thought goes through their head. Maybe it did, but I can see why somebody would just naturally do that. It's like, actually, that person looks like me.
Well, just to explain that, Tim, in this instance, this is AI-assisted sentencing. So what happened was they fed in all the data from previous sentencing, which then biased the AI models to then create these recommendations.
How is that even legal? Like, did we?
Right.
That should be something that the people should have been voted for. We don't.
No, it was done through the back. It was done through the back door. So what happens is the judges all go, "We want to go to early lunch. We'll let AI do the sentencing." They come back and then sort of read it out. And in a lot of ways, they look at it and go, "Well, fair enough," So they're not. They've abdicated the job of sentencing to AI using the skewed data in sentencing that you saw in the first report Tim put up to feed it into now an automated tool that now entrenches that bias at a 2-to-1 rate.
That's crazy. Because I can make ChatGPT, like, it's lied to me before. It straight up lied to me.
Is it about Israel?
I was about to say, ask it anything about Israel, and it's gonna fucking twist and lie.
Dumbest thing. I was looking for information on a stupid country fair, how to enter my daughter's cookies into the country fair so she could, get a little blue ribbon or whatever. I was trying to look up the prizes, like what she would win if we entered into this county fair, and I asked it to find me a specific part because the rule booklet that I had in PDF form was like 600 pages, and I'm like, good God, like I don't want to read this. And it's like, oh yeah, on page blah blah blah, it says that the winner wins $100, and I'm like, holy moly, that's pretty lucrative, And then I'm looking for it, and there was no. First of all, that page that it took me to was like something for pigs, nothing to do with cookies. And then when I finally found the actual answer, it was first place got $3. So I'm like, you straight up lied to me. And it was like, well, I based my research on other areas that have, fairs. And I'm like, well, that's not what I asked you to do though. Like, You just straight up lied to me. And people will take this now as AI is all knowing and not research it further and not double check it further and base like a whole bunch of things on that.
That's
why I
basically
can't believe
called me anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
like,
me too. All
shut
the
the
time.
fuck. Yeah, I'm like,
that
first of all,
question
shut the fuck up.
is based
Yeah.
off of anti-Semitic rhetoric.
Yeah, religious
like,
views. Yeah, like fuck you. Yeah, for real. Like, how am I started asking, what questions should I be asking to get around that? You thinking that of me,
Yeah.
and then it'll tell me what to ask it.
Right. It'll probably tell you, ask it. How many children have been unalived by Palestinians in Israel?
No, actually, it has me ask questions that I would never even have even thought of. So about not good stuff for them. Yeah.
Well, I I don't know that the video of Rabbi Shmuley on the back of Cory Booker, and Shmuley is dressed as a clown. I don't know.
Wait,
guys,
what?
it's so fucking weird. Have you not seen that?
No.
So Cory Booker, right, when he was a Rhodes Scholar, had gone to this, I think it was like Purim. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but it's some kind of festival over there. And this rabbi was dressed like a clown, hanging on the back of Cory Booker, and Cory Booker's dancing around this circle, and they're going around. And I'm just like,
shut the fuck up.
What the fuck is going? And this was before, he became elected as a politician.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
They get him early. It's basically what's happening here. And
wow,
probably making their careers. I'd imagine they've been doing that a long time.
Probably.
Fucking crazy shit. And then now you got ChatGPT, because I believe Altman is a Zionist too. He's the one that runs ChatGPT. So it makes sense that he, made sure that it was protective of. What's up?
Speaking of that, there is a fracture in the Republican Party over this whole anti-Zionist movement or anti-Zionist interview with Nick Fuentes and Carlson Tucker. Have you heard about that?
Yes. As a matter of fact, Anti-Semitism Task Force severs ties with the Heritage Foundation. And when you have a bunch of Zionists coming after you as the Heritage Foundation, that's not a good thing. Don't answer that cell phone. Don't use your pager. Get rid of your walkies. If it has a battery in it, no. I mean, I hate to say it, but fuck that, like it happened, and that to me is so crazy.
And the guy that the Mossad agent that came up with that whole plan, manipulation is what he called it. He said it's completely easy for them to get them out to anyone. It's just like, wow, I'm scared to put my phone to my fucking head.
It wouldn't surprise me if every fucking cell phone at this point has a some kind of trigger response. Well, we got to get rid of that guy.
Yeah, they said the wrong thing.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's pretty wild, and I don't know, like, because Trump is a problem. I don't know how much of that is Israel, because I know Israel causes a lot of other problems for us. I'm not sure, where the separation is with those problems, because I
think he's an idiot and useful, not a useful idiot. He's just an idiot plus useful.
That's useful. Well, because that that charisma that he's got, which is so weird. It's like it's an intangible thing that most people don't have.
Why
to be able to be a cult leader, because that's what he is. I mean, at the end of the day.
Well, don't forget that Elon Musk just created his own Wikipedia, Grokpedia. And so I made a post about this as soon as I found out about it, and I was like, just wait, MAGA's going to use this in a debate. And sure fucking enough, 3 days ago, I was trolling MAGA Lives. And I walked in and I was like, hey, I have this article from Wikipedia. And they were like, no, we're using Grokpedia now. I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
God.
Of course.
And they're using that to cite a source in the middle of a fucking debate. I was like, did we all forget what primary sources are?
Oh, people don't know what that is. People have no idea what primary sources are.
Yeah, because Wikipedia is not something I would cite I would
Wikipedia is not a
find
private.
the
Yeah,
original source that's cited
right.
in the Wikipedia article and go there
Right.
and cite that. But
Right.
people citing Wikipedia, like,
That's that's
Because
funny.
it's
I baited
people.
them just to
Yeah.
see what they would say.
It's people
and sure
editing
enough,
it, right?
Exactly.
they were like, "Yeah,
Right.
we're using the Grokpedia now." I was like, "You
Mm-mm.
got to be fucking joking!" I just cackled and dropped myself and left because I was going to get bananaed if I said anything else.
yeah, and somebody had shared with me, Raw shared with me about the vote to, it would have forced Trump to get congressional approval. The Republicans blocked it. I know we covered that a little bit earlier, but just, and we unalived another boat, had 3 people. The unalive count now in the Caribbean and
And
I guess
how are we doing that?
on the Pacific is 70.
That's
He
insane.
has unalived 70 people so far. Not a single court hearing, not a single shred of evidence, just extrajudicial murder. That's what it is.
Exactly. How many people are we creating that are going to come back and harm us later on because and rightfully so, because we murdered their family members. Like,
So Mr. Who says, host, you bring me, I make sure you get canceled. What?
yeah, he's
The fuck?
a troll.
English?
He's a troll.
Well, he's got
I say
16,000
trolls.
followers.
When
What does he
oh.
have?
16,000 followers, so that's one hell of a troll.
I've got
Wow.
70,000, almost 63,000.
I know
so-
English.
No, I'm saying if it's a troll with that many followers, that's a pretty successful troll, I gotta say.
Yeah.
When I see troll,
Yeah.
they usually have
Yeah,
like
but they're
less
like
than
the
50.
echo chamber.
Less than 50, people. But no, I think maybe I invited
That's
him up.
crazy.
I'm not sure where that comment came from, but like, dude,
Yeah,
if you're just
beta
gonna sit
liberal
there,
males stay inside and fuss. Okay, maybe a bot. Maybe 16,000 followers. I don't know.
well, I'll send
Oh,
him
you
an
know what?
invite.
I
Let's
saw
see.
that.
All right, hold on,
People pay
guys.
for
Hell
people
is
pay for
about to be
followers.
unleashed.
Yeah, I saw an ad of that. Like, what the heck? No, bye.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
a
like
bot.
$10 or
I'm
something.
a bot. You stupid motherfucker.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, well,
Are
what's
you
up,
really
mister?
that stupid?
Why are you
Like, this
texting
is
me?
funny. Listen to a bunch of pervert supporters bitching about nothing
God.
on an app when you used to be outside making money.
Wait,
Oh,
What the
Pervert-
fuck are you
pervert
doing?
supporters?
It's better than anybody else.
Who supported
what are
the
you doing?
pervert?
Liberal. What the fuck are you really doing
Wait,
as a
who-
man on a fucking
who
app?
support-
I can't
What are you
stand
What are
doing?
you
fucking
doing?
thing.
You're
Hold
on
on,
the
wait,
talking to a
everybody,
fucking
hold
idiot.
on,
So
guys.
now I got all 4
Okay.
fucking idiots talking to me. Perfect. This is great. Now,
You
said
came
I'm
up.
a troll? Well, fine. Now I get to do my trolling. My trolling is, you are a fucking idiot. You don't even know what a fucking woman is. Settle on your own fucking party. That's sad.
It's like an instant crash out, guys. Like, well, thank you,
it's
mister.
not
Yeah.
a crash out.
No, it
I'll
is.
say this in
Like-
your face and
Now
say
I
it,
can
sir.
understand
You're-
what a woman is.
you
Hey,
did- you are-
liberal, why don't you be a fucking
Nobody-
man and we have this conversation in person?
He's trying to
Oh my
invite you to
God.
That's
Grindr.
what the fuck it
you
is,
were a
liberal.
man,
Meet
Are
me
you really
outside
this
by the
fucking
playground.
He's trying to
Listen.
get you to
This is-
a bullshit.
Let me,
join Grindr,
okay,
man.
hold on, guys. I'm going to keep him muted for a minute. This is what beta males do. They're really loud because alpha males, they don't act like that, bro. Alpha males just exist. Beta males want all the attention. Beta males want all the attention that the alpha male gets, and that's why you get so pissed off and start yelling. It doesn't work, man. Women see right through you, and that's why you're so pissed.
Oh, 100%.
Because women don't want that. They don't like that. You may think they do, but you don't. Anyway, have a good day, sir.
Big time pussy.
Stop listening to Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's kind of fun though when you're
It's
muting
like-
him. It
it's
sounded like
like-
a really bad rap.
It's like Joey's cousin. Joey's
It's just
cousin.
another billionaire. It's just another billionaire bukkake bottom. That's all he is. A billionaire bukkake bottom, gobbling loads from the billionaires. And he's got the
when my
temerity
son-
and the gall. He's got the gall to call others beaters. And there he is on his knees, gobbling loads from billionaires all over his face, like the bukkake bottom he is.
when my son when my son was almost 18, I used to have to tell him, you don't have to tell people who you are. They see it, because he used to be, I'm a grown ass man. I'm a grown ass. No, you're not, little
If
boy.
you have to
And
say it, then you're not.
yeah, like if
Right.
you have to tell people who you are not that.
Yes, exactly. That was
That's
funny.
hilarious.
That is kind of
He was
funny.
so angry. Can you imagine? He's probably
here's-
driving or something, and he's gonna take it out on some poor little
Instant
lady.
crash out.
Well, I just
Oh,
blocked
God,
the
I hate
guy
that.
because I have a feeling he's part of the crowd that's been doing that to the show. So I don't know who he is or what he's about.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at this point, I
here's the
just,
extent
I have to assume everybody has bad intentions when they come up in bad faith like that. Fuck that
Yeah.
guy.
Right.
Right.
Like, you
Yeah.
want to have a conversation? Fine. If you want to just scream at somebody, go back to your wife. I'm sure she's in the kitchen making you a sandwich because you told her to do that. You fucking sick fuck.
Or go to Grindr
doesn't
acting
have
like
a
you're
wife.
trying to get a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Grindr.
Yeah.
So here's what I always like to do with them whenever they say you don't know a woman. And this is a personal experience, but I've also found like 5 other people in the country that have had this issue. So I have PCOS. For the girlies, you know what that means.
I know. Yeah.
I was literally dragged out of a damn Costco bathroom because some Billy Bob redneck backwoods motherfucker thought that I was trans.
That's
And
terrible.
come hauling me out. And I'm like, so you guys always know, right? Is that why I can go on Reddit and find a whole thread of thousands of men that are pissed off because they got, what's the word? They got used and were convinced that a trans woman who hadn't finished surgery, like, picked them up in a bar because they thought they were a woman, and you got pissed off because it wasn't completely
Wow.
like transition. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, you guys think you all know, but you really have no fucking clue.
No clue.
None.
If if we were to genetically test every single person, the amount of people who are actually intersex or some form of intersex would absolutely blow people's minds.
You think the
Right.
rates are
Actually, I have a
higher
friend
than
on this
like,
app.
because I know it's pretty rare, like in terms of,
I'm telling you, because see, genetics is like my thing. So my daughter, the reason my profile is Ellen Lilly is my daughter has a rare genetic disorder. So she's the only one in the world with her genetic disorder. And when you hear that, you're like, wow, the only one in the whole world? That's crazy. But then the more I started learning, the more that it's pretty common actually for people who have genetic disorders to be the only person that has that exact deletion, because it's just so vast.
there's
And
so many
so
things that can be removed or
there's
deleted.
so many things
right.
that could go wrong. It's
Yep.
just absolutely insanity. So I don't think she's the only one. I think she's the only one that we know of because we don't test everybody. But I really fully believe that if we were to test people, there'd be a lot more. And it doesn't cause problems for everybody, but some people it does.
Yeah.
I'm so
Well,
sorry,
there's a
first
lot
of all,
of
that your
people whose
daughter is
parents,
like that.
like
Sorry.
when they're
She's doing pretty good. I mean,
Good.
we have
There-
days.
Good. Yes, but still,
Tap,
I'm
tap,
giving you
tap.
there's a
big
lot
hugs.
of people who are intersex whose parents make that decision at birth.
Yes, that too.
And it's changed. And these people never know it growing up.
They know something's off, right? They're the ones that
I
have
can't-
problems and they
Yeah, I
don't
can't
feel like
imagine
themselves.
having that.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I mean, I
You
don't
grow
fault the
up and you're
parents for that
18 and
either.
you find out. Yeah.
That's a hard one
Well,
because,
I
like,
just-
I don't know what you would do as a parent. Like, you don't want your
Right.
kid to get picked on, and you want to make the best decision for them. And it's definitely a hard thing at that point.
Yeah.
But can you imagine being 18 or something and some medical issue pops up and you find out that this is what happened when you were a newborn? Like,
That
how does
literally
that
just
play
happened
on
in
your
the
sense of
Olympics.
self?
Like, I don't know if you're probably faster than me to look things up, but when they were doing that whole prove that you're a woman thing for the Olympics, they ended up finding like so many, like a handful of intersex people that had no clue, and now you just totally upended their lives.
Oh, wow.
Because, like,
my God, my heart just dropped. Wow.
If you don't know it and it's not causing you problems,
Right.
then
Oh,
it's a different thing to know. It's kind of like why we have problems with trying to do genetic testing for everybody, because you could say that you have a precursor for this cancer or something, and it actually doesn't show up. But now because you have learned about it, you're going to stress about it. or you're going to make decisions based on things. So that's why. But yeah,
Right.
I don't remember the exact number. I can try to find it, but there was something where they ended up finding like a handful of people who are intersex that had no idea.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm looking it up. I can't find anything
I can try
right
to.
off the bat, but not verified that Imani Khalif has a variation in sex traits or DSDs. Yeah, I don't know.
Do they have to?
Boxer.
Is there a reason
That's
why
the
the
Boxer,
parents
yeah.
have to make a decision, or is it just because they don't want the child to suffer, or like what? I mean, like I don't know what I would do if I was presented with that when my child was born, but like, is
Old
there?
school thinking was that they would recommend that the child be, for lack of a better term, sexed.
Yeah.
And generally female.
So there's a person on this app that is intersex whose parents didn't do anything, and I can't remember their screen name off the top of my head. I haven't talked to them in a long time. But they described how the doctors tried to force their parents into making a decision, like literally right after birth, like as soon as they noticed. And their parents like stood strong and they're like, no, like we're gonna let this play out and we're gonna figure this out. But the way that they detailed the doctors pushing and pushing and pushing really concerned me. Like, I can understand if a parent's just trying to do the right thing because, babies don't come with a manual. I mean, I'm not a parent, but, I've got so many god kids that, and they don't come with a manual. So I can understand like doing it from a place of goodness, but when doctors are trying to like push this stuff on you, that's what gets me like
Trying to
really
push
agitated.
what? Trying to
I would
push
be
what?
interested. How is that person?
What? I'm sorry. I asked a question. Trying to push what?
The doctors were trying to push this person's parents when they were born. They were very clearly intersex at birth, and they were trying to push the parents to make a decision to do an early surgery to choose a sex, like within like less than a month born.
Yeah. Wow. And see, in those cases, like that is a tough call because what do you do? And then, but then if you get it wrong, then that can cause some serious,
But
serious
did that?
consequences.
I would be. It would be interesting to know. Did that person have health problems? Like I feel like a child, a baby that has gone through it might have some kind of specific health problems later on in life, right? That they wouldn't know of because of that, right? Like I don't know, like
the whole thing
you
is,
see what I mean? Like
yeah.
I don't know.
It's that would be so hard. Like, how would you choose that? Like, do you do the surgery where they can't remember it and they don't have to go through the healing portion of it? But then what if you made a mistake? And yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so the article that I posted.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. What am I looking for?
I don't know if it was hard for me to.
There's so many variables.
It might have been something where like they were testing women to make sure they were women, and then they got false positives saying that they were intersex. That might have been what it was. And so
it says, but I mean, after a round of false positives in the 1996 Olympics, which identified 8 women with intersex traits, the IOC finally also abandoned all forms of routine sex testing of female athletes. What followed in the wake of universal sex testing for females was a policy that permitted medical professionals to evaluate on an ad hoc basis individual athletes whose sex has been called into question using a variety of clinical exams and laboratory tests.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh. It's so invasive.
How could that be exploited? You think about what was it? The figure skater who sabotaged going
Nancy Kerrigan. Nancy Kerrigan,
right,
Johnny Hardy.
Right. So, I've got to. I mean, the way that can be abused by competitors who are lesser, trying to cast aspersions over their superior rivals to take them out of the field.
At what point do you say, you know, it's too young to do that? Like if you have all the way down to like girls softball, are you going to really want someone checking your daughter to make sure she's a girl? Like that's ridiculous.
No.
And what if they're not outwardly presenting, like you were talking about the babies that were born, and they obviously were, but there are people that aren't outwardly presenting.
Yeah.
And you don't know.
Yeah.
And
well, and sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that the fucking hypocrisy of it, when you've got, you know, it's okay for the paternal, you know, usually conservative doctors to immediately decide the sex at birth and you know, and toss the coin and you know, fuck it up. But it's not okay for parents who let their child choose as they start to mature from their own perspective of how they are perceiving the world, what their sex is, what their gender is, to then start to get medical help and assistance to, you know, transition that process. So it's okay on high, completely through ignorance, to hand it down because, you know, your body, my rights, all right? That's okay, but it's not okay for someone who's actually living the experience to decide. What the fuck? It's that fucking rank hypocrisy that is through everything that they do.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, John. Yeah, it's we'll decide for you, but you can't decide for yourself. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Right. And
what
if
do you think
decide
this
for
is?
yourself,
a free country?
We are smarter than you.
But if you do decide for yourself and your parents support that, now they're the abusers, but the doctor, he wasn't abusing anyone at all. No.
Right.
What the fuck?
Even though he's the one that cut it off.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, it is weird. And I don't, you know, how rare are those instances where they're not sure? I don't know, you know, what's the incidence rate?
I wonder if they have
that?
a record of it.
There's instances where boys are born with ovaries and girls are born with testes, but it's inside and nobody knows until much later.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT and have it lie to me. 1 in 2,000, it says, to 1 in 4,500 births involve a difference in sex development, DSD, meaning some biological variation in chromosomes, hormones, or genital anatomy. However, only about 1 in 4,500. Yeah, only about 1 in 4,500 to 1 in 5,000 births result in a situation where the doctor cannot clearly assign male or female immediately. So while
seems like a lot.
Yeah, so while intersex traits
that's a fucking lot.
It is a lot more than I would have thought. While intersex traits like atypical hormone levels or chromosomes are relatively uncommon, but not vanishingly rare, visible ambiguity at birth, the kind where a doctor genuinely can't tell by sight, is very rare, around 0.02% of births. Common causes of congenital adrenal hyperplasia, genetic females with masculinized genitalia, androgen insensitivity syndrome, genetic males whose bodies don't respond to male hormones, mixed gonadal dysgenesis, differing sex chromosomes patterns in different cells. Doctors almost always know the baby's sex right away. Visible ambiguity happens in about 1 in every few thousand births, but if you include all intersex conditions, it's closer to 1 to 2% of the population having some variation from typical male or female biology. Interesting.
1 to 2%. That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's a lot more than I would have thought.
Who on this panel has been karyotyped? I haven't.
Right?
Have been what? Stereotyped?
Karyotyped?
No, yeah, I've had my genetic done, but that's just because of my daughter, because they were trying to see why, like if she got it from me or from her dad, but it was just de novo, which just means that it just happened in her. So
what is karyotyped? What does that mean?
Karyotype, I believe, is where they actually look at your XY chromosome and how they're made up. Like, do you have XXY, XY, YY, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, I see.
And most people, like 98% of the population have never had that test. So really, a lot of us could be and not know.
And it seems weird though to like, oh, you're getting into sports. We're gonna have to do some genetic testing to make sure you don't have. But you, Mr. Swimmer, you've got web fingers, super long arms,
Right.
like crazy fucking, twice the size of lung capacity. Perfectly fine. I mean,
Because
it's
it's not
genetic
about, it's about
anomalies.
control. I mean, it's all about control.
Because think about it, it's genetic anomalies that grant an advantage is the claim, is the problem. Yet we see all the time people who are genetically anomalous that have serious and visible advantages, even if they don't. It's not a sexual thing. Yet they aren't, pulled aside. Like Phelps, Michael Phelps, for example.
Yeah.
But
it's almost always geared towards women, like women that
crazy.
look too masculine,
Right.
women that are too strong, and right.
It's weird that we even like worry about that, and that well, MAGA worries about that. I don't fucking worry about
I
that.
don't understand
like,
that either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like leave that shit up to the leagues. Let them make their own fucking rules. Let the doctors sort that shit out.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if I had to choose between leaving my child with a drag queen or leaving my child with a priest, I'm leaving my child with a drag queen.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Like,
Amen.
Yeah.
Like, not
what
even
about
gonna question
a
it.
drag queen
Ella,
priest?
in a heartbeat.
Drag queen
Oh
priest.
wait, I see Lane left. I wonder if we convinced Lane about privilege or not. I see they left.
No. I know him.
Okay.
He's a really good guy though. I mean, he's he is. He's just he's a
Maybe
good
he
guy,
has to
but
look
he's
up the stuff
very
we told him.
conservative. Yeah. And he's because they actually used Lane because he actually has a pretty big Twitter following. They used him to promote like the youth vote, and he was, I don't think he realized it, and it wasn't like malicious towards him, right? But it was an opportunity they took to use a minor, because he was a minor. He's not a minor anymore, but he was a minor at the time, in order to gain votes and make political points. So
That's
shitty.
Disconcerting.
Yeah, and Ryan Walters also used him, I think, in a big way. But when he got in there, they just kind of treated him. Oh, he's a fucking kid, Which,
well, that's the thing, is like, that's why I love Jonathan when he comes up on different panels. Like, I see him in like 5 different rooms, and I love hearing his stories about being a Turning Point kid and being a young Republican in college until like his eyes opened up. And he's got the wildest fucking stories about how they get you when you're so young.
Yep. It's literal grooming. That's what it is.
Yep.
It's political
Oh my
grooming.
God, that's why they constantly are talking about grooming. Like, shut the fuck up. Who's grooming who? God damn.
They are. No, they literally are. And I've made this point. I've made this point before, and Lane was the object of my point, though I didn't, name the guy. But that's what they did. They go into these high schools too. They're going into the high schools to get them before they even can vote. But then they don't actually. They use them, but they don't actually give them any kind of like role or any kind of responsibilities. It's just somebody to parade around. It sucks, But I think to Lane it was generally okay, because he got his name out there. He got to meet a lot of people. I told him he needs to stick to politics, because he's a decent person. He'll come around eventually, I think. But I think he's really social, so I think he'd be a good politician one day. I really do.
Not if he's on the wrong side.
Well, I mean, I can disagree with him, but he's still. I think his intention is good. But
that's fair. I respect that, but you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
I just don't understand how anybody, it doesn't matter like what side you're on or what you believe in, how anyone could say though that starving people is okay. Like not doing the food stamps, like that's fine. Like how could anybody be okay with that? Like we're America.
How I shut up that argument. Here's how I shut up that argument, because they're like, well, I don't want my taxes going to feed lazy people. And I'm like, okay, let's run this thought scenario. I don't have kids. I pay taxes that fund your schools. Should I withdraw my money from your schools? Watch them fucking stutter real fucking quick when they
Right.
realize how hypocritical it is, because our taxes have never gone. You don't receive an itemized bill with your taxes. Like your taxes went here, 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 and here. And then being military and in aviation, another good point is, why did the DoD need a bomber, a fighter, and a tanker this year, and then just started R&D on a new drone? If you want to wonder where your money's going to, I can show you where we can cut the money. And it's not from SNAP, it's not from healthcare, it's not from shit like that. But I have a thing that I have copied and I put in different rooms. I know Lib's seen it like 50 million times in his room, where it's literally, it goes MAGA equals ACA subsidies bad, Elon subsidies good. Because they will vote every time to bail out the car manufacturers, the banks, the farmers who voted for Trump, all of this shit.
Well,
But
I mean,
the minute you need subsidies for something that actually matters, they
yeah.
balk and they scream.
We spend $5.5 billion of tax money on testing animals. Like, I didn't sign up for that. I don't want my money going to that. You know, like, there's other ways we could do things without testing the poor animals.
Yeah. Well, we can, they'll end up just cloning them. That way they can have a control group. They'll probably be cloning humans if they haven't already, and then testing on them.
The
and
whole, what was that? The Neuralink thing with Elon Musk? Like, you guys see anything about that? About him trying to put something in people's brains to be.
Yeah. Well, so Neuralink to me can be very useful because it can allow somebody to walk again. Right.
Yeah.
It can bypass injuries that we don't have the capacity to, like regrow nerve cells, for example, spinal cord injuries, what have you. You can bypass that. But at the same time, I don't trust Elon Musk enough
That's
to
what I was
really,
gonna say. Like,
it's
yeah, trust like who's gonna do it though.
That's the key thing for me is I don't trust the fucking guy. He's like, what are you really doing here, right?
Right. Yeah.
Did I ever send you that post of that girl that Dre about that was connecting the links and showing the evidence of the connections of Neuralink and detained immigrants?
I don't think
I've read
so.
about that too. I saw that. I saw the same thing.
Yeah, her name is Drey, Drey, and she. What was that?
So basically was it the Utah thing? What's up, man?
It's free Palestine, أخي.
Best of luck to you.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. Oh, hi. Hi, cutie pie.
Do I have anybody that can validate this individual? Is there anybody in the comments? Let me reach out to Noor. Adorable kid. Let me reach out to Noor. Amen, Palestine. Okay. Give me just a second. 'Cause,
I have to get going, guys. It was nice talking to all of you.
Nice talking to you too.
Who's that? Was that Ella?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see you. Have a good one.
Nice talking to you guys.
See ya.
Have a good one.
See ya, Ella. See ya.
You too, Ella.
I'm gonna reach out. Oh, she's live, so bam. Let me send her a message. Oh, can't send her a message. Privacy settings. Oh well. Well, with that, I if I can't validate, I'm just gonna have to, best of luck to you. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah. Fuck Israel.
Yes.
Fuck Zionists.
Yes.
And here comes Connor. That dude,
God.
I think that guy is, I don't know. he's a special kind of evil.
Yeah,
I really think he
I'm
is.
sure
Dude, the
I'm
shit
sure
that he
Connor's
has talked
voted.
about,
I'm sure
especially being
Connor's
a
all for
military
it.
person, is
Yep.
ridiculous. Like we all fucking know better, and I've known some IDF guys from my time in the Middle East, and they were all just fucking trash. I'm not saying they all are, but they were the worst of the worst. We were literally warned, like, do not go to this area. They're here for training. They're not going to be here long. Just stay the fuck away. And when the military tells you to stay the fuck away, that's something.
Well, and you know how the whole situation with who was it, the attorney something who was investigating, who she leaked that video of with a 14-year-old or 11-year-old, I don't even know the age, getting raped by them.
The female attorney.
And the whole
they
country is
people in
pissed
very
off
daily
of the
life.
leak.
Right.
Yeah, but the whole country is pissed off about the leak, not about them graping this kid. And this kid came out and he had so much internal damage. Like, it's like how are you human?
It's subhuman. The ones the ones that believe themselves to be superior to others and treat them as if they are superior to them, those are the subhumans.
And how do they say ethnicity? It's an ethnicity when it's so easy to convert, right? All you got to do is study whatever. So how do they say, oh, that's a convert, but that's our ethnic brother or sister, right? Like,
right.
Shut the fuck up.
They're like, our people are from here, but you have a right to return if you convert.
Yes.
Make that one make sense.
Right. Well, and if you're a psychopath who does have that view of being above others, then you literally have a mental disorder, which means your brain has a much narrower bandwidth than most normal people. Right? Functions in your brain aren't working for you to have empathy or to care about others, and quite a number of them. And so then, so you've got a much narrower bandwidth, a much lesser capacity, and yet they've got the gall to assert themselves as being, alpha and all the rest of it, when the truth is that they're basically fearful little men trying to escape their past, trying to escape their unloved past. That's what it is.
A lot like MAGA, right? Like fearful.
Well, it's a Spartan upbringing. So when it's Lord of the Flies from the moment that you're communicating with your family, because it's never about love, it's about transactional leverage, the estate, the politics, the family reputation, and all the rest of it, then you've never received the affection that most normal people do to be able to learn how to empathize. And even if you do, even if you're an exception, by the time you get thrown into one of those Spartan boarding schools, you get it hazed out of you in the first 12 months pretty bloody quickly. And if you don't join them, then you'll keep getting hazed year after year, week after week, and then eventually you become the hazer. And this is how it happens.
But it happens here on TikTok too, except some people will never become the hazer. But they'll try.
Right.
Real quick, I just ran across this. Cleaning woman unalive through door after arriving at the wrong home. This person pew-pewed the woman, immigrant from Guatemala, on Wednesday. She went there and was trying to open the door, but it was locked, and then she was dead.
Wow.
This is like what is wrong with our country when because remember, in 2023, that guy that shot that kid through the door, like, what is wrong with us as a country where this is a thing?
Like people can't even knock on your fucking door without you being terrified?
That's...
Well, remember the DoorDash case where the guy just turned into the wrong house?
Yes!
Was peeping
in the wrong driveway
as he was leaving?
Yeah.
That he was like an elected official or something, like in the county or something, that guy that was pew-pewing at him.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he ended up resigning. And I believe they charged him, didn't they? And you know what's crazy about this is because This guy, I don't think, is even under arrest at this point. It's under investigation. Each scenario is different. Like, I'm sorry, if you pew somebody through your door and there isn't a huge gun like laying off to the side where this person's like standing there, you know, and you see them doing that, that shouldn't be.
They had to have known
allowed.
that they were coming in to clean, right? Like they had to have known that. Like they had to have known that they had a key to their place to get in.
Well, no, it's the wrong house. She went to the wrong house.
Okay.
Yep. So she, you know, this person wasn't expecting them, and that's where the investigation comes in, and why I think the person hasn't been arrested, because, you know, the stand your ground law allows those things, and then you figure it out afterwards.
But like, how many times have all of us gone to the wrong house, or, you know, gotten a knock at the door that wasn't meant for your neighbors or something?
I mean, if I'd known that those, you know, all those crazy people that came to my house wanted me to believe in a religion that could have just right through the door, shoot, problem solved. I'm being sarcastic. For the people that are recording, they'll cut this out, but, you know, so it's said.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
That's
I've
not
done
a
DoorDash
funny
in
joke.
between jobs before, and I've literally had a pew pulled on me because I parked in the road in front of the wrong house. I went and made the delivery, like realized I was parked in front of the wrong house, but it was on the road. So I just went to the right house and like delivered it and came back. And by the time I came back to my car, here comes Karen with her phone, and she's filming my license plate. And as I walk out, she's filming me. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I was like, "I'm delivering food." And she's like, "I don't fucking believe you." I was like, "I can show you my phone." She's like, "Stop right there." And then she pulled it. And I was like, "Girl, I'm military and I'm from the South in a hunting family. I know you. I'm not scared of that shit. Because this is going to end worse for you than it's going to end worse for me." And then here comes her husband, like, "Get in the house. What are you doing?" Like, she said she was just trying to deliver food. She's like, "I don't fucking believe her." I'm like,
Oh my
"Okay, let's
God.
call the cops and figure out who's right." And she's
Yeah,
like,
for
"Well,
real.
we don't need all that." I'm like, "Yeah, I bet you
We don't need all that. We just need this right here. What's up? What's up? Like, what the fuck?
Fucking Karen.
Like, I'm brave. I'm brave. I got this. I'm brave.
But here's
That's
the
why
thing.
I say I'm a non-practicing white woman.
But here's the thing, like regular
I love that.
people, you can generally get away with that in many cases. But if you work for a corporation, they can walk right the fuck into your backyard and not go and knock on your door and let them know, let you know that they're there. I had this happen once. I fucking flipped out on this dude because he wasn't even wearing an outfit. But he was working on the neighbor's yard, but he had to get into mine. And this dude let the fucking fence open. The fence that he entered was like fucked up. So if you opened it and you didn't do it a certain way, it would fall over. So then the whole thing's open now. All my chickens and my dog can get out. And he just leaves it there like a jackass. But there's nothing you can do about it. And you can get in trouble for accosting them in your own backyard. So they protect these corporations and basically nobody else. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's the people. Fuck the people. It's
Yeah.
the billionaires and the corporations. Those are the important ones.
Higher, you're right, but I made him think that I was going to. Like, that guy left. He did leave because I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. You know, I didn't call anybody. And he wasn't wearing any, like, outfit. I told him to leave, and he eventually left and then called the police. And I'm like, "Look, why don't you bring a name tag?" Because the problem is they use contractors, and those contractors don't wear the shirts of the actual company that they're, you know, it was Cox Communications was the company, you know, internet service provider. But I don't know. So
But still, they're supposed to have a badge or like a safety vest or something.
and I was home, and dude never knocked on my door.
Well, that lack of identification makes me recall just in the last 24 hours, I've seen a few, maybe 3 reports from independent individual journalists, not mainstream, saying that there's ransoms coming from ICE, that is ICE detaining people and then going to the family. And this must be an individual thing or small groups exploiting their situation, saying your loved one won't be released unless we get 10, 20 or 30 grand, depending on who's being stood over. So that's happening now as a result of not having identification because there's no way to hold people to account. So now they can basically kidnap for ransom, and they're doing it.
Well, that's what you get when you get a bunch of hooligans to run a militarized force.
Right.
Exactly hell, they're stealing kids now. Look at this. Let me pull this video up. I don't think I showed this yet
the
today.
one with the baby in the back seat?
Yes. They're literally just kidnapping people's kids at this point. There's something seriously wrong with the people who are choosing to do this because what the fuck? Give me a second.
And do we know what happens with the children? Do they have follow-ups after these stories are posted? Because
we can assume.
So the situation where the agents drove away with the baby in the car, I did read that the baby was returned to family members, but that's only one that we know of.
Right.
Yeah, here it is.
There's one, Jolly Good Ginger. He posted one of a little girl getting taken by these two or three people that look dressed up like ICE, but they're not showing nothing, right? They're not saying nothing. The girl's trying to ask, this woman's trying to ask the little girl's name, and they're like, oh, you don't need to be here, trying to get her to leave. And this little girl is alone. She's like maybe, I don't know, her height was maybe like 7, 8, and I have no idea. I can't find anything on this story. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the little girl?
There's a story of the autistic child that was playing in their front yard, and they knew that the father was undocumented. So they literally snatched her from the front yard, took her to the street, and then held her for ransom for the dad to come out of the house. How sick is that shit?
Absolutely disgusting sick.
Okay, is this what you're talking about, Raw? Border Patrol arrested Los Angeles dad and drove off with his baby. DHS accused him of assault. We refused to apologize. Well, of course. They're like, we can kidnap babies if we want. We're the federal government.
Trump told us we could.
But we vote for people who say they want small government.
And we don't groom.
Yeah,
protect the children.
He's the best dad. His little girl follows him where a 32-year-old son was arrested. Video showed several masked Border Patrol agents surrounding the man's car, pulling him away in handcuffs before driving off with his toddler in the back seat. I mean, granted, if you're getting arrested and there's a baby there, what do they? I think it's standard practice, but they're supposed to bring a social worker in to take care
CPS,
of,
not just drive off.
Right. Of course, these people are idiots. They were high, this is the worst of the worst. Because you have to be to want to do a job like this. Man identified as charged with unlawful possession of a firearm and ammunition by a person previously convicted of domestic violence. Accused him of wielding a hammer. Wait, what? And throwing rocks at federal agents? During his arrest, a pistol was found in the car. We believe in the Second Amendment, not for you, and not for you, and not for you. I don't know. Yeah, they should have, and maybe they won't do that again. Maybe they'll call social services.
Yeah, maybe not.
Or maybe they'll just drive off.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, it's 20 past 3 in the morning here, so I might have to drop because I'm starting to fade. But I did just want to make, dude, I did just want to make one last quite a point, though it's a slight pivot. Did anyone see what happened to the Mexican president yesterday?
Sheinbaum?
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got assaulted, didn't she?
She got groped in the street by a guy who walked up behind her and tried to land one on her and grabbed her boob.
Oh my
I don't know if
God.
that's a fair, right? Literally, like in front of all the cameras and all the people. Did you not see that, Tim?
God, no, I hadn't seen that. This is what is wrong with people? What is wrong with men that think that they can just do that to women? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I sent you a link, Tim. The first one I sent on the chat in TikTok, which is actually a short report about it. I think coming out of Mexico, and it was such a powerful report because it was a woman basically. The journalist was saying well, this is a worldwide problem where men are basically doing this. Systems of power, the whole thing, and it was a really powerful report. And she sort of concluded saying, well, if the president of Mexico is not immune from this, how is any schoolgirl immune from it, or any cleaners, or any mother, like just went through the list. It's do you want me, I don't know. Anyway, you might want to watch the video another time, Tim. But
that's fucking nuts, man. And look, the guys that do that, you'll do that and then bitch because women fucking can't stand men. You make us all look bad.
I was just trying to show her she was pretty.
Right. She should be
Happy.
flattered by the fact that I wanted to grope her because I'm God's gift to women. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at my sub sandwich. It smells like onions and mustard.
My sub sandwich.
Fucking, I'm sorry if it smells like onions and mustard. You got more problems than that.
Just as long as there's no cheese, mate. As long as there's no cheese.
It's that head cheese. I gotta love that head cheese. It's real pungent. It's the pheromones. The women love it.
Oh no!
Oh, gross.
No.
I am not flattered. I am not flattered. Okay, I am not flattered.
I said I just ate a Reuben, so maybe. Empire says stop. I said, quit it. Cut that shit out.
Oh, that's
Jeez. Women should start wearing hats.
Are you going
again.
on? Do you think you're on Saturday, mate, or not?
Saturday, no, I won't be on tomorrow. Yeah, so I tried to do Monday through Friday, but Mondays have just not been great, so I'll go back to Tuesday through Saturday, but no, I won't be on tomorrow. I may actually miss Tuesday because I didn't leave today, but, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You'll see what happens. But I am going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here too. I appreciate everybody. Let me double check, make sure I haven't forgotten anybody. Christine, thank you so much for the $6. I appreciate that. And let me check my other. I don't want to leave anybody out because whether anybody knows it or not, I appreciate all of that. And real quick, Bobby, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. You're in a number 1 spot. Bunny, you're a close second. Jussie, number 3. DJ, number 4. Pyre, number 5. Thank you all so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another 30 minutes. At 12 o'clock, I'll shut it down. So, but John, man, get some rest. Long night.
Indeed, I will.
Yeah.
Good on you guys. Always,
I can't do it.
Always good to chat.
Yeah. We'll see you later, buddy. Peace.
See ya.
Yeah, did you guys see the story about the fucking this billionaire? Let me pull this up. This guy, read the room, buddy.
Wait, before you do that, can I just say I appreciate the smart men that know women don't like. You and John are amazing to be on a panel with.
Well, it's weird because it seems like common sense to me. That is not my body. I don't have a right to touch it without permission. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want a woman coming up grabbing my junk or my butt. I don't know what I would do. Maybe I would be flattered. I don't know. I'd probably be a little freaked out and weirded out. Like, how many cats do you own? How many cats? I don't know. It's never happened. By a woman, it's happened by a guy. I've had guys do that shit to me, so yeah. Anyway, let me pull this up. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. I don't understand it. Supermarket billionaire threatens to cut workforce, move to Florida after Mamdani's whim. So look at this. John Catsimatidis, I think is how you say his name. I don't know. Big Apple billionaire John Katzboy planned to move his business to New Jersey if Mamdani was elected mayor, and he's talking about where is he? Mamdani actually wants to take over the grocery stores, and this is Trump saying this, who's a great and rich guy. This is what Trump said about the guy. He actually called me the other day. He's concerned his stores are going to be taken from him, and they won't be run like John runs them. Believe me, he runs a good operation. Let me find this other quote from this fucking jackass. He just doesn't even. He was complaining about the margins. He's like, we're not making much money. The margins, yeah, we don't have any profit margins, he says. And I look at this guy who is rotund as fuck, and he's a billionaire, and he's going to bitch because he doesn't have profit margins? You're a billionaire, you fuck. You made $1 billion from your operations, and you're complaining that there's not enough profit for you?
Right. There's not enough profit to pay his on welfare employees, I'm sure. SNAP benefit employees, right.
Yeah, we're going to have to compete with the government. Okay, well, if you'd been doing a better job of providing a fucking service, then maybe. But it's like, why do we accept food as an example, as something that somebody has to profit from? Why can't it be direct sales from the farm to the fucking table, like in a neutral area where you don't pay any extra? It's, whatever the farm needs to make their money back and maybe a little extra. Why do we not do that? Why do we always need to allow somebody to exploit and extract more from it for no other reason than they wanted to?
I mean, to be honest, the farms alone that are suffering could do that, right? They could actually grow stuff that people need in their local areas.
Yeah, farmers markets.
And surrounding. Yeah, and have just a huge farmers market instead of a corporate market.
That's right.
Farm.
Well, don't forget, Michelle Obama had a whole plan for this. She had direct from farmers to schools to feed them healthy lunches, and the whole GOP flipped the fuck out. Then we have, fast forward to, I think, 2 years ago, Kroger during the Panani, if you know what I'm saying.
I got you.
They admitted under congressional testimony that they were price gouging in the middle of C-19. Yep. Like, these grocery stores have fucking enough money. I'm sorry. Cry more, billionaires. I don't care.
Right. Oh, I didn't get my $10 billion bonus. It was only 9.5.
It's greed, and it's the unfortunate part of unfettered capitalism.
It's disgusting, yeah.
That's why we need regulations on capitalism.
We do, actually. Capitalism is just absolutely horrible. It's horrible.
I mean, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Capitalism is fine for people to make money on, but you shouldn't make so money that you wind up being a trillionaire, for instance.
Like Musk?
Exactly.
Just got $1 trillion pay package?
No.
Yep, they approved it. They approved it.
Wow.
My favorite line is, capitalism is best served with a healthy dose of socialism.
Yeah. Yeah, because, see, I'm not even opposed to capitalism, but you have to regulate because it will unalive itself. Just like if you were to go to full Marxist, eventually some greedy fuck is going to get at the top and he's going to take it all for himself. That's just the way of so you have to put those guardrails in place. That's it. It's very simple, in my opinion. And some things should have no profit motive.
Run 70, like 75, 25 maybe. Socialism 75, 25, capitalism maybe.
Yeah. No, in like the billionaire guy that weighs like 350 pounds and he's 5'3", complaining that he's not making enough money.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
Well, don't forget, the same socialism like Mandami is suggesting is literally what the commissary on base is. That's so right. Apparently, what is good for our troops is not good for the rest of Americans. Let that sit with you. This is the GOP message. Socialized healthcare, no, but good for the troops. Socialized food in the form of commissaries, good for the troops, shitty for America. So it's like, really, what do you really think of the troops?
Exactly.
The fact that we have troops on food stamps, that blows me away.
Oh my God, right?
Oh yeah, I've said for years, and I was corrected. So I was talking to my National Guard buddy in Kansas. Me and his wife are besties, and me and him are really good friends too. So I was talking to him, and I was telling him they left the Av because of some doxing like a year ago. So I keep them up to date on everything that's going on. And I told them, I said I was in a debate earlier today, and I brought up that E1 through E3 literally makes below the poverty line. And he was saying there is an active duty on his base, an active duty E5 that qualifies for food stamps.
What the fuck? We like have our fucking.
That's an NCO, guys. That's our leadership.
It's crazy.
That's such shitty. Like our principal. Like, how do we pay billionaires that are just making money off of people, but our servicemen and women like that go and risk their lives for our freedom that aren't joining or whatever, what the fuck? It should be completely opposite. Oh my god.
And Republicans should be on board, with that, because they're always like, oh, you get paid what the job is worth. What is the job of protecting the country worth to these people? Because they don't seem to want to fix it. So if their argument is always, oh, well, you pay what they're worth, then what is that worth to you?
Well, that's why I get disgusted, because ever since the Bush years, Republicans have made this "we support the troops" their own movement. And I'm like, as a former GOP who, as a 20-year-old voted for Bush, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ew.
I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you?
I'm an independent, so I have done some bad things. I'll say.
We can't all be perfect.
Right now.
Well, because of Bush, I left the GOP party and went running to the Democrats when Obama came around, because I saw how much better it could be on the other side.
Could be.
But,
Could be. It could be great.
I'll take my licks. That's fine. But it's one of those things where it's like the GOP has co-opted, we are the party of protecting the troops, and they always claim that they give the bigger pay raises. When in reality, no Republican politician, unless they are a veteran themselves, has ever given a shit about the troops. And you can see it down to their own music. I personally flew Toby Keith downrange when his red, white, and blue era was going on. That motherfucker treated active duty military like we were his entourage. Can you get me a water? I literally got a write-up because I looked at Toby Keith and said, you have an entourage for that. I'm working.
Wow.
And when we landed, he complained about me, and I got fucking written up. I was like,
wow.
Bastard.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
So disgusting.
Wow.
And that's not even counting the Republican politicians that did the same, that everybody was afraid to even say anything to. They don't fucking care. They never have, they never will.
Well, how do you feel about Stephen Miller, Kristi Noem, and there's one other one?
Oh, girl. So I used to work
on the base because
so I have thoughts on Kristi Noem. I personally helped build the simulator for the G7 family of Gulfstreams. This bitch wants to come in here and buy the latest and greatest on the private jet market, when the Coast Guard has several G450s that work just fine. They could have bought a gently used G450 550, which is 20 years old at this point. And they could have used that, but she wanted the G7. It's just, oh God, it's gross.
It's like a new cell phone to them. It's like, oh, we got to get the new edition. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just asking her how she felt about them living on base. Because
that's fucking disgusting, because I myself, I was married mill to mill, so I never got base housing. And I understood that. We made too much money between both of us getting BAH. But I had a friend who was newly divorced with 2 kids, who tried to get on base housing and had a 1.5-year wait long list to get on base. Like, everybody assumes that military just has base housing and just has access to the chow hall.
I assumed that
don't.
also. I thought that too.
So let me correct you guys gently. If you are living on post, which is normally E1 through E3, you only get to live off post if you are married, E1 through E3. Otherwise, you have to be on base. You automatically get access to the chow hall. Now, if you do live off base, or if you're in my circumstance where you're mill to mill and we both have BAH, you are not allowed to live on base unless there's like rare openings. You don't get chow hall access. None of that. We get a stipend for housing. We get a stipend for food. We can't just go on base and get that stuff because they're already paying us for it. Does that make sense?
That's crazy. It should just be fucking available. Like food, come on. Like,
so say you're an E4 married with 2 kids, right? You don't have base housing because there's a wait list, for example. You don't have access to the chow hall because you're getting a stipend for that. So what are you to do right now for your wife and kids? And your wife can't get a job because you've moved around so damn much that nobody's going to hire her. That's the
this should be in the this should be in the recruitment centers or just outside, right? This should be in big fucking bold letters. Like, if you join, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, this is disgusting.
That. But like I said, most people who are E1 to E3, most people are single unless you're already married when you come in. So if you come in married as an E1, they'll automatically either put you in base housing, or if there's not room, which is a majority, just like 70% of the case, they'll give you your housing allowance to buy a place off base. But the housing allowance doesn't keep up with off base pricing. You know, you only get one bump once a year. And then you also got to deal with like rental history issues, which, you know, they kind of let you slide if you're military. But the biggest thing is a lot of people that are married don't get all these benefits, but the wife can never, or I'm sorry for saying wife, that's kind of misogynistic. I'm sorry, Christine. If your spouse is moving with you every 3 years, they can't get a job either, because what does your resume look like? Would you hire them?
Oh, right, because the constant move.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what's nuts. I was looking up, like, you know, because Sodexo has taken over like money, lunches in a lot of schools, and it's fucking trash now. The fucking food they get. So I'm like, I wonder if Army bases have started to become corporatized. So I looked this up, and it says Army selects company with checkered past to manage private dining facilities at 5 bases. This is September 30th, 2025, right? This Compass Group USA, right? Pretty interesting name, except for the fact that it's owned by a foreign country. So Donald Trump's administration is having a foreign country-owned company provide food to the U.S. military. Make that make sense to me.
America first, right? America
first.
God damn.
Well, I mean, I don't want to give anybody any ideas, but if that is indeed a foreign country with aspirations on the U.S., how do you fuck with the troops? Our food.
Right.
Wow.
Now, it's a British-owned company, so, you know, I don't, you know, maybe they want to fuck with us after all the shit, but I would trust them maybe a little more than, Venezuela at this point. But, I mean, but still, it's like, that is a national security risk. Completely.
Wow. Robert was asking if you can post that in Discord, because that would be definitely something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in there. That's fucking y'all. That is absolutely nuts. Compass Group USA. I love that. Just put USA in the name, and it's nobody's gonna know.
It's USA.
Look, America first. This is USA. What a joke. It's on 5 bases. Here, I'll read the bases. Dining facilities that mirror those operates at college campuses: Fort Bragg, Fort Stewart, Fort Carson, Fort Hood, and Fort Drum. Mirroring college campuses, which means it's going to be crap food, processed food. Fucking, you'll take the burger that they make and set it for like 4 weeks, and it still won't have any mold on it. Won't make you sick if you eat it.
McDonald's.
Well, those bases you mentioned are actually combat troops training bases. That's kind of fucking scary.
Oh, what?
Okay, so this actually fits. If the theory that I've had for a while that dude is a fucking Russian plant.
Oh, shit.
And his job is to destroy us subtly from the inside. I mean, not so subtly, but subtly. You give them shitty fucking food and you make our troops not ready.
I wonder where they get their food from.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wow.
The meal reimbursement rates for 2025 are $9.29 for breakfast, $15.42 for lunch, and $13.20 for dinner, which mirrors the rates paid to traditional dining facilities. In testing the privatization of feeding soldiers, the Army hopes to alleviate some of the problems it's faced in drawing soldiers into its facilities where the junior enlisted can spend their entitlements on 3 meals a day.
They get more for lunch than for dinner?
Yep, $15.42 for lunch and $13.20 for dinner. Army is focused on creating a positive seismic shift in food service operations. No, you're not. Let the cooks cook the food. How about that?
Wow.
Why is that a problem? We train cooks, don't we? We have culinary operations in our military. This is where like barbecue sauce and shit came from, to cover up the taste of rotting meat.
Well,
Little Red is in the comments saying Compass Group is also in our hospitals. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so they'll also contract out a lot of things on base because it's cheaper than training, doing healthcare, and feeding a soldier.
And here you go. Soldiers at Fort Hood test new program, use military ID to buy meals at on-post restaurants. And look at what's in the fucking back. Qdoba. I guarantee you Chick-fil-A. They're going to be putting these shitty companies, oh my God.
Well, I will say that every base has a Burger King in the Air Force, and it is really helpful because if you're like me, who was aircraft maintenance, who worked for a living and didn't get an hour-long lunch, if you've got to run to grab something, like in Germany, we had a Chili's on base, which was really helpful because we would call in an order. Because if you're trying to go off base and then get back on, and there's a line getting back on, you're going to be late back to work. So having these on base really helps. But at the same time, it's not the healthiest of food.
No.
Right.
No, like if you're active military, your food should be high quality. You should, I mean, we're talking fruits, veggies, meat, whatever it is, it should be the best fucking food that we can. What are we doing? Like, I don't even know that military people, should be eating a bunch of shitty food, because when you're at the ready, like, is that not the point? Is like your body should be ready to go.
By another country. Yeah.
For a lot of us, it really is the convenience. And I know my career field is outside of the norm because we burned off all those calories. But regularly in our break room, you could find people eating Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King. We are the aircraft maintenance, pilots, and cops are the energy drink queens of the Air Force. We keep Monster in stock. Yeah, I knew one dude that I served with, and I'm so pissed I didn't take his advice. He bought stock in Monster because he saw how much our unit was drinking. And he's like, every aircraft maintenance unit literally has a Monster stand in their break room. He was like, what if I bought stock? And this guy is like a fucking millionaire now. Just because he bought stock in the company back then.
And wouldn't high quality, good nutrient, minerals, and vitamins and all that shit, that kind of good food, wouldn't that work, take the place of monsters, the need for monster
Not the
drinks?
immediate rush that you need at 3 a.m. when a plane comes in broke as fuck and you got to fix it and you got 3 hours left on shift. Or,
Okay.
in my experience, we have what's called tiger teams, where if there's a really, really broke jet and nobody can figure it out, they will keep a tiger team on board where literally it's the same team day and night shift. No days off till it's fixed. And it's the same crew giving turnover to the same crew just for continuity. So you don't have like 15 people trying to rehash the same shit. The longest I've gone on a tiger team is 20 days, no days off, 14 hours a day. And at that point, you really don't care what you're putting in your body. You're just trying to keep going.
Right.
Yeah, they're privatizing everything. They're even going into the retail space too. And they're going to bring in, private companies to deal with that.
America first, my fucking ass. Oh, how is just makes me sick.
Military stores are at the forefront of privatization examples. Various groups within and outside the Defense Department have proposed commissary privatization over the past several decades, eyeing the $1 billion+ of taxpayer money used to operate the stores. But those proposals have been rejected as advocates defended the benefit. Commissaries are vital for food security, and it's critical that they be embedded in the DoD organic operations. No shit. Defense officials kept commissaries open during C-19, deeming them mission essential. Outsourcing is already taking place where it makes sense. All the manufacturing, much of the distribution from source to shelf is private sector operated. It's only where it makes sense and yields benefits to the troops and the taxpayer where work is performed by the government. By law, commissaries must provide an average overall savings of 23.7% compared to civilian grocery stores. To provide the savings, the stores rely on the annual appropriation of more than $1.4 billion in taxpayer dollars to fully fund commissaries. On the other hand, military exchanges don't use taxpayer dollars for their operations. They provide department store goods at varying discounts. They also operate gas stations, convenience stores, eateries ranging from Burger King to Panera. I don't know. This is turning weird, y'all.
Wow.
All right, well, I got to do capitalism. I'll be in the chat while I drive. Love y'all.
See ya. Yeah, I'm about to shut down here in about 10 minutes anyway. But no, I mean,
but before
you
shut down, can people tap 37,000K? Come on, we can do better than that. Our fingers do work, and tapping is clapping, and we love Liv, right? We love his live. Let's show him. There's a gift goal. We could share out. Just copying the link actually helps. You don't have to send it, but come on, we could do this. Liv is a great live, right? Come on, let's do it. Tap, tap, tap.
That's what people keep saying, but the numbers are dropping. Of course, I've got, now I think those people have gone out and they're literally just sending these videos to people and just shitting on me as much as they possibly can. 3 days in a row, people came up and were like bringing it up. It's weird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that's okay because I've got some shit coming down the pike that it won't matter what they do. It won't matter.
Oh, good.
It ain't gonna look like this, but it'll be awesome. We'll just say it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while, but we'll get there. Fuck them. You can't keep me down, motherfuckers. I'm like genital warts. I ain't going away.
No,
I ain't going away. You ain't gonna burn me. You can freeze me. You can laser me.
I don't think we've heard from Coach.
Coach, welcome in. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead, Coach.
Thank you. No worries. Yeah, I've been looking for a live where the host is like genital warts, so I found my home, I guess.
Welcome aboard.
God damn it.
No, so let me see if I understand correctly. We love our military, we support them, we honor them, we thank them, but we just can't pay them or feed them. Is that
I mean, essentially, that's what we've figured out today. That's
Great
weird.
observation. Yes.
is that what I'm hearing? Okay, just making sure I heard correctly. Because these are the heroes that keep us safe and free, but I
Yeah.
guess they don't need to eat, or they can eat processed foods. Yeah, that sounds about right, I guess.
They can eat like the president, I guess. And foreign foods, like foreign provided foods. Like, what the fuck? I'm just disgusted. I know I keep saying that, but I really am.
And these people, they do their jobs honorably and willingly.
Right? My father was in the Marines, and he didn't bitch, he didn't complain, and he, till his last day, he lived in a trailer house. You know what I mean? Like a one by whatever. Like, it was complete shit. Like, he didn't get much money, and he didn't complain. Like, and it's like, why people that go and they risk their lives for the rest of the country, and then they get just forgotten and shit on. Oh, but we support our troops. Fucking in words.
Yeah, we support our troops. Now go eat that Taco Bell so you can have a healthy shit.
Yes. And here, I don't want to give you your food, so we're gonna have a foreign country give it to you.
America first, except for the food, for the troops.
For the food.
So, does our military? Do you guys know have like their own farms and shit? Because I feel like they should be like cattle ranching and shit. These people should be eating steak and fucking shrimp. They should be
fresh
eating
fruit, fresh vegetables,
fresh right off their own fucking farms. Can that shit if they need to. And
yep.
like,
go pick it if you want. Like, yeah.
I don't know, like, this is our military, and you're feeding them like Taco Bell and Qdoba. I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Red Knight says, respect the bell, sir. Ding!
All the way to the toilet bowl. Yes.
All the way to the toilet bowl. I mean, the memes.
Taco Bell shits.
The meme, right, yeah.
I'm not knocking the bell, but our troops deserve better.
Running for that toilet instead of the border. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a free Prilosec with every order. I mean,
possibly too.
Fucking yeah, it's like when you go buy.
At least they got a prescription plan.
You get a carton of smokes, you get a lighter. There, if you order anything, you get Prilosec. And like dude wipes or something, because you know the next day is going to be rough too.
Dude wipes.
I actually love dude wipes because I used to get like the cheap ones, but they're so flimsy. You know, the dude wipes are more expensive, but don't flush those guys. Don't. It says you can flush them. Don't fucking flush them. I saw this documentary. They called it a bolus. They had this huge like sewage pipe, right? And the sewage had been backed up in the city. I think this is in like the UK or something. The fucking clot in this sewage pipe from these things was massive. I mean, they had to drill this shit out like it was that bad.
I've seen
Don't flush.
Like, have you ever tried to put one in water, and just swish it around, just like with a stick or whatever, just swish it around and see how long it takes to dissolve? Yeah, that shit ain't dissolving.
I don't usually play with my wife like that.
Clean water, clean wipe.
Like, you know what?
Don't use
I'm gonna
it
go
first.
Get a stick. Let's go get a stick. We're gonna try this out.
Don't use this shit first, okay? Don't use it first.
Be careful. Be wary of the next TikTok video that I release, okay? Because
goddamn, it better not be brown water.
We're gonna do an experiment. 3 hours later, it's still the same fucking thing
it's
here.
Going.
It hasn't broken apart yet, guys.
No fibers except for the brown ones have exploded. Sorry, my bad.
No. We only got 40 people in here, so it's totally fine.
No, fuck it.
They're gonna record and replay it anyway, so it's all good.
It was the mustard and the onions.
I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's all for shits and giggles. I can keep it going.
Keep it going.
Man, keep it going. We got 4 minutes of this.
What really bothers me too about the way we treat our service members is whenever someone defames them or says anything bad about them, they're the first ones to say that's their right. That's what we fought for.
Right.
Like they.
Oh, yeah, like my father, that's what used to piss me off about the fucking flag and how sensitive they were about the, people burning the flag. It should be illegal. It shouldn't be in the Constitution. Like, no, because I don't like it. Like, fuck that. It's disrespect. My father, he would have fucking been a MAGA. I hate to say it, but he would have been like, bitch, who the fuck are you? Like, this is not, when I grew up, when I was in the fucking Marines, I fought for that. He came back and he was proud of that. No, he didn't want to burn the flag, but he was proud of that. So were all the other men. So seeing all these young guys talking shit and like crying basically about it, it's like, shut the fuck up. Even my dad would have said, shut the fuck up. Like, it's disgusting. Wah. They're big feelings. They got big feelings.
Yeah, well, that's all they are is feelings. Oh, I feel like this may have been an accident. We only got 3 minutes left. Josh, what's up, Josh? Okay, I didn't think he meant to. That person's always just in the comments. But I appreciate being around, Josh. But I figured if you wanted to talk,
especially tapping, tap 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 tap,
tapping
tap
is
tap
clapping.
tap tap tap, tapping is clapping.
Of course, at this point, it's we got 2 minutes left now, almost to the dot.
In that 2 minutes, I think we can get to 50. Come on, let's get to 50K in those 2 minutes. Come on, guys.
Oh shit, yeah, 5K. Can we do 5K in 2 minutes? Let's see.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, if everybody taps, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Get them both going. And if you're a male and you can't do this, sorry. Rah.
Then
Maybe this was accidental. Right. Don't walk up behind the Mexican president. Don't do that. Practice.
Yeah.
You can practice on TikTok by tapping.
Yes, on Libs Live.
And don't even get me started on how we treat them when they come home. Okay.
Oh fuck no, yeah. Oy.
And how they're used improperly also.
Right?
We use our military improperly, I've always felt
How
that
do you
way.
mean?
Like it's because it's all for like oil and some corporate fucking agenda somewhere.
I got you.
Almost like a mercenary in the mercenary group, but those people went there with great intentions to defend their country, and then they end up being used as some kind of pawn for a fucking some other agenda that has nothing to do with the U.S. Benefit some fucking Halliburton bullshit. Fucking
and then
Dick Cheney, by the way.
They do the dirty work and someone else reaps the rewards.
Right. Yep.
DJ, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
In the
1,000 left. 49K. Hurry up.
We got it.
3 seconds.
The question is this quick. If in the military someone pew-pews a boat, and
right,
they're the one that pulled the trigger, right?
Yeah.
Not the elected official that ordered it, but the one that actually pulled the trigger. They're the ones that is going to sit in the stockade, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Because following orders is not an excuse. Yeah, if you're doing something illegal. Yeah.
We hit 50K. We missed it by 7 seconds or so, but we hit there. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Carrie, did you mean to come up? I wasn't sure if you were just tapping or not. Carrie, you were just tapping.
Yay! Well, thanks for tapping, Carrie.
And thank you. I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Really. And with that, though, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. I appreciate all of you. It was a fun live. It was just cutting loose every now. It's Fuck It Friday, as I call it. But thank you guys. I will see you guys back on Tuesday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I may miss it. If I do, I'll put a video out there and let you know if it won't be till Wednesday, but I won't know until then. So we'll see. But with that, guys, we'll catch you next
Thanks
week.
for letting me hang out with you guys. I'll be back.
Yeah, man. All right. Thanks, Coach.
right.
We'll catch you later.
Thanks.
Peace.
All right.